Jones, Smith, ni'n gosod I lawr, a mae fewn!
Davies, that's Connor Evans! Lewis! Nôl at Mendes, Mendes! Oh! Dyma Gosset, Gosset!
Armstrong yn codi'r bêl yn uchel tuag at Kirkhoff. Y peniad ymlaen, yr ansicrwydd, a mae 10 Pen-y-bont wedi sgorio.
Svetkovic yn lledu'r chwarae I Noah Daly. Daly yn y cwrs Cosby. Rwan. I'r croesiad. Mae'n cyrraedd Gabe Kirkhoff mewn i'r canol. O, mae yng nghefn yr oed. A mae Pen-y-bont wedi cipio'r tripwynt.
Cwestiwn I chi, os rhywun efo'r seintiau newydd yn gallu ennill y gyngrair, wel os oes na, byddech chi'n tybio, mae un o'r ddau yma sydd ar cyfle gorau. Caernarfon ar y brig, ar ôl I dechrau gorau erioed I dymor yn uwch gyngor Cymru JD. Pen-y-bont yn drydydd, ddim wedi colli oddi cartre, ddim cweit wedi tanio o bosib. Croeso I Landudno, dyma gartre Caernarfon tymor yma, Parc Maes D, nid y maes yn nhre'r Cofis. Mae wedi stopio glawio, a fi'n poeni bod ni'n ddechrau glawio unwaith eto. Ta beth, mae Malcolm Allen gyda fi. Rheswm I ni gyd wenu. Mae Caernarfon yn gwenu. Cwestiwn cyntaf ni'n syml. Caernarfon yn gallu ennill y gyngrair, Malcs?
Yndi siwr. Ond I fod yn realistig allan ddim, ond sa'ch chi gael mwy o bres o un o'r ddau dîm yma ddod yn ail iddyn nhw a mynd yn new I Ewrop. Felly dyna faint o bwysig di hon. O'r dechrau mae Caernarfon di gael. Mae nhw di ymdopi lot gwell tymor yma efo colli Louis Lloyd na nath nhw tymor dwytha efo colli wrth gwrs Sean sy'n ôl yma rwan. Felly, na, Fish sy'n neud y dda, Richard Davies sy'n neud mor wych yn dod ar chwaraewyd mewn wedi. Mae'r garfan, yr 20 o'n nhw, edrych mor gry I be oedden nhw amser yma tymor dwytha. Felly, dysgu gwers a rwan rili cystadlu am yr ail safle a bonws a breuddwydion bawb bydd I Caernarfon os nid nhw'n gyro'r gyngrair. Ond am rwan, 7 gêm am golli ar y brig, sbio lawr ar bob, Gret.
Ie, pethau mynd yn wych iddyn nhw. Dyma gêm ola y penwythnos. Dewch chi ni edrych ar bopeth sydd wedi digwydd. Dechrau neithiwr, ni sôn am y seintiau. Ennill nhw o 2 gol I 1. Y Met Caerdydd, maen nhw'n mwynhau yn y Met. O ran pnawn ma, falle'r pennawd mawr, Llanelli wedi cael pwynt cynta'r tymor. Di sgôr gartre na 5 Colwyn. Flint yn methu cico'r smotyn hwyr I ennill yn erbyn y Bari. Honna wedi gorffen yn ddi-sgôr hefyd, Hwlffordd. Wel, mae yna broblemau mawr yn Hwlffordd ar hyn o bryd. Di colli eto pnawn ma. Drychwch le maen nhw yn y tabl. Ond y ddau ti ar brig sy'n cael yn sylw ni. Y tîm ar y brig, Caernarfon, Pen-y-bont yn drydydd, y seintiau yn y canol. Dewch chi ni glywed gan reolwr Pen-y-bont nesaf. Mike Davies sydd wedi bod yn holi Rhys Griffiths.
Rhys, Caernarfon are flying high at the top of the Cymru Premier, still unbeaten. This is a difficult assignment for your team today.
It is tough, particularly because it's a late kick-off on a Saturday in North Wales when obviously we've travelled all weekend and been waiting around a little bit today. So it's a big ask for us, but you know we're a good side in our own right and we'll give it everything we got.
And the conditions are going to play their part as well.
They certainly are, and which way that'll help, I don't know. I know the likes of Chris Venables, Clayton Greenash, Baker, they'll thrive in situations like this, but I'm sure some of the Caernarfon players will relish it as well.
How would you assess your team's performances so far this season?
I think barring a couple of games, we could have won or lost every game. So the TNS game, we could easily have won or drawn it. The Connors Key game was kind of won by a bit of a fluke, and it could have gone either way. The Ballard draw could have gone either way, although I felt that we were totally dominant in the game. They did have chances on the counter. So whilst we could easily argue that we could have another 5-6 points, we probably could have 5 or 6 less as well.
What does your team need to do to improve? Consistency?
I don't think we need to. I don't think we're firing on all cylinders yet, but I don't think it's not been a bad start. You know, if we win today, we're a point behind top, so we're doing fine. So as we get wet here, but no, we're doing fine. I'm not too concerned. I think probably. Obviously, we were losing Noah Daly at the start of the season to suspension. Then James Kroll got suspended, so we've probably lacked a little bit of consistency there.
You must be pleased as well at the way Noah Daly has adapted to life in the Cymru Premier.
Yeah, both on and off the pitch, because he's been a breath of fresh air in the change room. He's a real character, and the boys have taken to him. They love him, and I think he loves the club already. So I think the trip to Lithuania really helped with that, and all the trials and tribulations of that trip, which we know about, with the luggage going missing. Noah was in the thick of that, cracking jokes and things, and he's settled in, and he's one of the players and one of the boys already. And obviously on the pitch, he's very effective.
Rhys Griffiths, diolch yn fawr iawn.
Diolch yn fawr iawn, thank you.
Ie, diolch i Rhys am y sgwrs. Dwi'n mae arch Noah deulu ni angen fan hyn. Nes i weid bod hi'n stop y glawion oedd fe? Ie, temptio ffawd.
Y peth ydi fan hyn, dal yn Llandudno. Dwi'n bad efo'r eira neu'r glaw, ond y gwynt sy'n sbwylio'r gêm, so da ni'n oce.
Iawn, dwi'n Noah deulu ddim yn sbwylio dim byd eflaw am ddiffynfeidd y gwrthwynebydd o bosib. Beth am yr ymwysodwr newydd yma? Di dod o gyfyrddin. Wel, hat-trick yn ei gêm gynta. Na ffordd i ddechrau. Cyfnod gyda Pen-y-bont?
Ie, mae'n cymryd bach amser i setlo dydy i rei chwaraewyr, ond mae o. So mae'n hocyn mawr, mae'n gyflym dau o'r agweddi tisio i fod yn pêl-droedwyr wrth gwrs, a mae dad o'n eistedd cyferbyn fi'n cwrs, so dwi'n mynd i ddeud beth yn neis amdano fo. Ond hefyd, ydy gol, mae'n just yn neidio fanna lle mae'n sefyll. Dwi'n gwybod hydeg i fewn, ond mae'n ymroi i'r hediadau, mae'n dangos ongl bach i dderbyn y
Gol i ennill y gêm yn y funud ola, gwych.
Ai, sy'n teimlad gwell nag os na hynny. Felly na, mae'n llawn hyder, be mae'n neud ar y funud, a Rhys Griffiths fel cyn ymwysodwr yn neud un ddau o tipiau iddo fo. Ond dwi'n gwybod mae'n grwpio wedi bod yn gwylio fo dros y rhan, wedi bod yn Wrexham cofio yn treol hefyd, felly 23 oed, ifanc dal i fod, felly digon yn flaen o.
Ie, James Crawl yna hefyd. Beth am y Cofis wedyn ni wrth i ni weld Noah deulu yn fyna. Dechrau gwych o ran tymor Caernarfon. Mae'r ystadegau yma'n dweud y cyfan o ran y dechrau gorau erioed yw tymor nhw yn uwch Cyngor Cymru. JD, mwy o bwyntiau, mwy o fuddugolaethiau, mwy o goliau hefyd. Mae hwnna'n teimlo'n arwydd o cael.
Mae rhaid chdi cael mwy o chwaraewyr ysgorio goliau Cymru cyfrifoldeb pan ti'n mynd un ar ei holi, reit aml, lle mae Caernarfon wedi gwneud un, dwi'n meddwl, yn y 4 gêm dwytha. A di ennill 3 dal i fo. Felly, mae'n rhaid chdi adresio hynna, a dwi'n gwybod mae Richard Davies Fish wedi bod yn mynd ar ei ôl nhw a gweithio'n galad ar hynna os yma i wneud siŵr. Nid hynna mae'n parhau mor hir i chdi. Ti'n dod i fyny seintiau newydd, Pen-y-bont sydd i'w mond dildio 5 gol. Os ti'n gadael nhw sgorio gyntaf, mae'n mynd i fod yn anoddach ac yn anoddach i giro'r gêm. Ond maen nhw'n dangos cymeriad i ddod yn ôl o gemau i ennill nhw, a cysondeb. Dyna di gwaniaeth efo Caernarfon blwyddyn yma. Sa'n nhw wedi colli'r o'r gêm yna, maen nhw'n mynd ar y holi. Dim blwyddyn yma. Maen nhw ar y brig, oherwydd maen nhw'n benderfynol i ni ffordd. Ian Lewis yn gwneud yn wych yn ganol y cae. Eistedd wrth ymwneud goset, felly mae yna llwyfan sefydlog i'r chwaraewyr o'i blaen nhw i wneud beth maen nhw eisiau. Ni'n
hoffi sôn am ymwysodwyr, gyda cyn ymwysodwyr Cymru. Beth am Adam Davies, yn teimlo fel bod wedi Cymru cyfrifoldeb tymor yma?
Mae nôl ar ei ora lle oedd o yn Airbus, yn sgorio 30 o goliau, cyn fod o'r i goes, rai blynyddoedd yn ôl rwan. Mae'n edrych yn ffitach, mae'n edrych yn gryfach, mae'n edrych yn gyflymach, edrych yn... Mae'n ymwysodwr 6 troedfedd a mwy. I droi mor sydyn yn ath o fanna, i sgorio'r gol ar ei droed chwith, mae'n mynd i sgorio ar ei droed 10. Mae'n rhyw naturiol, gret o gol, jyst gael cryfanu o'na, deitha'r gol i, lle mae'n mynd, ond dal wnaeth i wneud i mynd. Hein dwi'n licio ganddo fo, yr ei sgruffi gydion yma, ond nhw'n dal yn cyrraedd y gornel y gol. Mae hon yn nesaf yma, lle mae'n jyst i'w, sa'ch ti beth i dweud, pan mae'n tapio un i mewn yn diwedd y fan hyn. A dwi'n meddwl, mae'r grefn naturiol o sgorio goliau wedi dod yn ôl fwy gyda fo, a mae yn yr oedran, na ni weld y goron allan yn ôl blwyddyn yma. Felly, y cyfrifoldeb o Louis Lloyd yn mynd, a Davies yn cymryd drosodd, a mae'n wneud yn ardderchog.
Wel, ie, sgorio 7, wedi creu 5 hefyd. Neb yn cwyno am hynny, ni wedi clywed gan un rheolwr, dewch ni glywed gan yr un arall. Rheolwr Caernarfon, Richard Davies.
Richard, mae Caernarfon wedi cael y dechreuad gorau eriod yn yr uwch gyngrair. Beth sydd wedi cyfrannu at hyn?
Dwi'n meddwl bod ni wedi gwneud y gyngrair, gwneud y sgwad yn gryfach dros yr ha lle, a wedi dod yr hogia newydd i mewn. Maen nhw wedi gwneud gwahaniaeth. A wedyn, ia, mae momentum beth mawr yn pêl-droed. Dwi'n meddwl bod ni wedi cael dechreuad da, a wedyn da ni wedi cario ymlaen o fanna.
Ble chi'n meddwl mae angen gwella?
Yr 20 munud gyntaf. Da ni'n ildio gol sgwirion sy'n angen, a da ni'n fatha bod ni angen hynna i gan i fynd lly. So, challenge heddiw, a dwi wedi dweud rogi o wan ydi allan i ddechrau ar y front foot, a wedyn mynd o fanna.
A mae angen sicrhau cysondeb dros y tymor cyfan yn dros?
Oes, hynna'n sicr, a mae Pen-y-bont yn dim da. Byddwn ni'n gwybod mwy, dwi'n meddwl, o'r roses yma. Mae gen ni Pen-y-bont heddiw a Cei Cona dim mawth, a dwi'n meddwl byddwn ni'n gwybod union lle da ni sefyll ar ôl hynna.
Ie, prawf anodd fel ych chi'n gweud yn erbyn Pen-y-bont. Wnaethon nhw orffen yn ail y tymor diwetha. Maen nhw'n ddigiro hefyd oddi cartre. Mae hwn yn mynd i fod yn brawf i chi.
Yndi, ond da ni wicio prawf. Nawn ni godi'r her i'r hynna lle, a wedyn, gobeithio da ni adra, so da ni wicio wneud y gorau o gem adra yma lle, so gobeithio wni 3 pwynt.
Pen-y-bont wedi cael dechreuad da i'r tymor. Beth ych chi'n edmygu am y gwaith mae Rhys Griffiths wedi wneud?
Wel, da ni'n gorau sbio ar be maen nhw'n wneud yn Pen-y-bont, dwi'n meddwl, a nath nhw ddod i fewn i'r gyngraedd, a wedyn oedd o just datblygu blwyddyn ar ôl blwyddyn. A dwi'n meddwl bod ni'n Caernarfon yn trio neud yn peth. Dwi'n meddwl bod cyrraedd Ewrop yn gwneud y gwahaniaeth a gallu rhoi y pres na i chi fynd i gael y players gwell a falle. A dwi'n meddwl na dyna da ni'n drio neud yn Caernarfon hefyd.
Richard Davies, pob dymuniad da chi heddi. Pob lwc.
Diolch yn.
Richard Davies gyda Mike Davies a'i ffigen nhw fish yn addas iawn yn y tywydd yma. Ta beth wrth i'r glaw ddychwelyd. Mae hwnna'n dweud y cyfan. Bach o wynt gyda ni hefyd. O'n i'n barod amdani. Cynta'n yn fynd trydydd. O'n i'n cael cwmni arbennig ar y botwm coch. Craig Harrison yn cadw cwmni i ni pnawn yma. Newydd bod yn dathlu 400 o gemau yng ngofal y Seintiau Newydd. English language commentary available this afternoon. We've got Craig Harrison with Mike Davies wrth i'r ddau dîm baratoi i gamu i'r cae. Ar ddiwedd wythnos, lle mae pobl wedi bod yn brolio am y berthynas arbennig rhwng dwy wlad a dau gymeriad gwahanol iawn i'w gilydd. Yr arlywyddion Trump a Starmer. Maen nhw'n swnio mor debyg yn tîm sylwebu ni. Nag nhw, mae un yn gall cefndir cyfreithiol, a mae llall i siarad tepyn. Gewch chi ddewis pyn o pyn, waith amlwg. Wrth ochr, Malcolm Allen, Monic Parry.
Well, thanks, Dylan, and good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a very wet and windy Maes T here in Llandudno, where high-flying Caernarfon welcome third place Pen-y-bont in the Cymru Premier most attractive fixture of the weekend. Keeping me company on Red Button commentary this evening is New Saints manager Craig Harrison, making his debut on Sgorio, but having recently celebrated his 400th match in charge of the champions and celebrating 3 points against Cardiff Met last night. Now, prior to kick-off, there will be a minute's silence to remember the late Margaret Jones, a stalwart Caernarfon supporter and sponsor. Yes, an important minute's silence to remember Margaret Jones, the Caernarfon supporter. And in terms of the team lineups this evening, one change for Caernarfon from the 5-2 win against Britain Ferry. Connor Roberts replaces Harry Thomas in goal. Adam Davies is the Cymru Premier top scorer with Jordan Williams of TNS with 7. Pen-y-bont make one change. Billy Borge replaces Mark Little in central defence. Clayton Green starts his 200th appearance in the Welsh Premier League. Craig, welcome to Sgorio.
Thanks, mate.
How do you see Caernarfon's setup today?
Yeah, you look at it and they're probably going to be a 4-2-3-1. You've got Lewis and Gossett there sitting in front of the back four, and gives opportunity for the front four to have a bit more freedom in attacking wise with Bradley Locke, Evans and Adam Davies up front. I think the solidness of Lewis and Gossett will give them a platform and protect the back four. Yeah, I think it'll be near enough the same with Pen-y-bont. And on the screen it got a 4-4-2, but I think Venables will just play off in the pocket maybe with Ash Baker and Green sitting in front of the back four again, and giving the front three again more freedom to get forward, and Daly would, and to get forward and get opportunities to go and attack with two behind.
And Adam Davies has had a fantastic start to the season.
Yeah, really has. He's been top draw. He scored a lot of goals. He scored goals last year, and he obviously had a really bad injury a couple of years ago. And Noah Daly as well stepped up from Carmarthen and hit the ground running with goals as well. So even though he's had a suspension in that as well.
And our referee this evening, in difficult circumstances and conditions, Jordan Harmon, 30 years of age, from Cardiff. This will be his 6th Welsh Premier League game, having stepped up from the referee elite programme. Well, Craig, it's been lashing down with rain since we arrived here about 3 o'clock this afternoon, and the conditions are certainly going to play their part this evening. Yeah, they will. It's really, really tough. It's tough. It's tough for defences. You know, it's definitely a attacker's weather to, you know, be whoever makes the least mistakes. I think today will win the game. That's the weather and the conditions. Well, here we go. First against third, unbeaten Caernarfon face third place Pen-y-bont, who are yet to lose away from home. And really, these are the two challengers that perhaps could well be challenging your TNS team for the championship, Craig. Yeah, they both started really well. You know, obviously we haven't played Caernarfon yet. We played Pen-y-bont, unfortunately beat them away the first time in a year and a bit. But yeah, both teams are really strong, and you know, Caernarfon's scored a lot of goals, so they're going to be dangerous, really dangerous. Front three. Are you surprised, Craig, by the way Caernarfon have started their season so strongly, considering they're having to play all their home games here in Flint? No, I think obviously, you know, we all know the Oval's a tough place to go to, fantastic supporters, etc. But the surface here, you know, it's a bit more. It suits Caernarfon a bit more with their attacking style, attacking players, that the 3G runs a bit more true. So I think there's no coincidence they've not lost a game here. Well, an early free kick here for Pen-y-bont, floated in by Kane Owen, looking to flick it on. Here's Morgan Owen into the feet of Josh Locke. Locke, wonderful first touch by the young man on loan from the New Saints. An opportunity to pull the ball back, but it's slightly behind Josh Locke, and the move breaks down. But looked a promising counter-attack there. Yeah, I think that's Caernarfon, the real strength. They're very good on the counter-attack with, like I said, the front three are very good players, attacking players, and create opportunities. And obviously knowing Lockie very, very well, he's a very good ball carrier, and he gets the ball in pockets, and he can travel with the ball and get your team up the pitch. Matty Jones. Caernarfon attacking down this left-hand side, and it's out for a goal kick. And important play there by Miles Davies. And this is Josh Locke, your young man on loan. Yeah, and Ash Baker as well, player of ours last season as well. No, having to tussle and know each other well. Like I said, you know, Locke, he's a fantastic attacking player, and he's got a great opportunity at Caernarfon here to get some games under his belt. He's had a series of loan moves. He's also been at Newtown as well, and I've been really impressed. His first touch is excellent. Yeah, he's a technical, fantastic player. You know, that's why we've still got him at the football club. We're just giving him a bit more time to physically grow a little bit and play as many men's games as he can in physical contact. But as a technical player and a ball carrier, he's got everything. He just needs to, get a bit more physical, and we've got a really good player on our hands. And in terms of the rules surrounding loan players, you can call them back when you want, and they also aren't allowed to play against yourselves. Is that right? Yeah, well, we can call them back inside the transfer window. Mm-hmm. We can call them back whenever we want. Yes, I think it's 28 days. They have to be at the club for at least 28 days. Then after that, we can call them back. And yes, they certainly can't play against her. Sean Bradley as well on loan. Sean's very similar to what Josh Locke is, fantastic ball carrier. And unfortunately, Bradders didn't play as much as what he'd like to last season and the start of this season. He's got an opportunity to come back to Caernarfon and play more games. No goals so far, but 7 assists for Sean Bradley. Long throw from Miles Davies, partly cleared by Caernarfon. And as I said, the conditions are really, really difficult for both sides tonight. Lashing rain, high wind. Yeah, it's a real tough one for defenders and goalkeepers. And Richard Davies, he's doing a really good job at Caernarfon since taking over from Rhys Griffiths, hasn't he done well? Very well. I think, I'm not surprised. I think a few people were surprised, but, he steadied the ship, and now he's brought some fantastic players in, and they've went from strength to strength. Fantastic Europe 2 years ago. He's done really well. Ball played forward by Kirchhoff. Important battle in midfield. Ball played long, swirling wind, difficult for the central defender Kirchhoff there. This is Billy Borge, the one change from the win, the 5-0 win last week against Flint. And Iwan Lewis, who joined Caernarfon at the beginning of the season from Aberystwyth, a player that's impressed you?
Very much so, very much so. I think Iwan and Danny Gossett give the opportunity for the front three to play with a bit more freedom, and they're there to look after the back four. You know, that they protect the two centre halves, and you know, so on the transition, they're both two players that can break play up and also as well play the ball simple and give a bit more freedom to the front four.
Just to emphasise how strong the wind is, it's blown the corner flag over.
Yeah, it really is. It's a tough one. Like I said, it's a goalkeeper and defender's nightmare.
And another player you know really well, Craig Connor Roberts, back in goal for Caernarfon this evening, having missed last week's win at Britain Ferry, away with the international team.
He was, yes. I believe he was in Tokyo, so yeah, so he was away with the national squad. I think it was under 18s, which he does the goalkeeping for them. So, you know, yeah, Connor, what a fantastic goalkeeper. You know, Connor was given the opportunity as a number one as soon as I come back into TNS, and you know, he paid myself and the club back, you know, in heaps.
And a wonderful role model for the young players, because he's still associated with your academy, isn't he?
He is, yes. See Connor quite regular, once, twice a week. He's head of goalkeeping at the TNS academy, and like you said, what better would you want than role modelling Connor Roberts, someone who's played at all levels, and he loves his coach, and he's a really good outfield coach as well.
Ball breaks for Caernarfon, opportunity to throw the ball in, but it's Chris Venables helping out in defence. Talking of excellent role models, that's 40-year-old Chris Venables.
Wow, yeah. Talking about, you know, Welsh Premier League legends, you know, Venables is he's fantastic. You know, he's right up there. You look at, you know, 40 years old. I think, you know, George Horan played to that, Michael Wilde played near enough that, but you know, to still be playing and not just playing though, scoring goals and contributing hugely to a good team.
I think he's third in the all-time scoring list in the Welsh Premier League, behind Rhys Griffiths, as it happens.
Yeah. Top
scorer in the league for Pen-y-bont, 28 league goals. Nathan Wood, one behind with 27. Both teams who like to play attractive football, finding it really difficult in these conditions to get the ball under control. And again, excellent play. Pen-y-bont closing players down. Opportunity for Wood to cross right across the face of goal, but it skids away for a Caernarfon throw.
Yeah, Nathan Wood, he's been a top player. You know, he had the opportunity to go away to Newport and it didn't quite work out for him, but what a good player, and I still think very young, and if he can hit that form again, he's got an opportunity to go back into the Football League if he gets a chance.
Matty Jones again looking for the long pass out towards the right-hand side, but is intercepted by Kane Owen, the captain. And the two Owens clash, but the ball across the face of goal again. Useful ball played in, and this is Kane Owen firing it in.
Yeah.
Lovely touch there by Gabriel Kirchhoff to the feet of Miles Davies. He plays the ball down the channel. Daly into Venables. Baker to Miles Davies. Davies looking to cut inside on his right foot. Ball half cleared. This is Gossett. Gossett into the feet of Iwan Lewis. Lewis looking for Locke.
This is where Caernarfon obviously dangerous, very dangerous on the counter-attack.
Here they come down that right-hand side, but this time the ball is cut out well by Pen-y-bont, and ball played forward to the feet of James Crawl. Almost 9 minutes played here. Played at frantic pace in very, very difficult conditions, it must be said.
Yeah.
And the ball is played long and skids out for a throw-in. But that was a really excellent example of the way Caernarfon counter-attack.
Yeah, it was. You know, get the ball, you know, forward quickly, think just looking on the the centre forward's got to probably get across there. Yeah, you're looking at maybe Kroll or Daly being across, making the front post run there, and it's a goal. It's a tap in. It's a great ball in. Perfect for a centre forward.
And it must be said that Kane Owen and Nathan Wood do have an excellent understanding down that left-hand side.
Yeah, you look at Kane Owen, he's got a fantastic left foot. He's technically a very, very good player. And Nathan Wood's a tricky player, can go on the inside, the outside.
Ball played forward, and a first touch of the evening there for Archie Matthews. Matthews, the new #1 here at Pen-y-bont, 24 years of age, signed from Wealdstone in the summer. Luke Armstrong started in goal at the beginning of the season, the young man on loan from Cardiff City in Wales under-21 squad, but Archie Matthews looks to have been given the gloves.
Yeah, he did. He got an opportunity, he's kept it. Armstrong was with the 21s not so long ago, and I think he might have missed a game with that, and Matthews come in and he's kept the shirt.
Archie Matthews coming from Wealdstone, that's where Neil Gibson was in the National League, wasn't it?
It was, yep.
Well, there's an opportunity here for Caernarfon to lift the ball into the Pen-y-bont penalty box. Connor Roberts curls it towards the far post, and it skids away, and it'll go out for a throw-in.
Really
here are the brave supporters, the Caernarfon supporters have made the trip.
Both sets
north.
of supporters, yeah. Oof. Both sets of supporters, you've got to take your hat off to both sets of supporters today on a day like today. It's a long travel down from South Wales, but Pen-y-bont have got some fantastic supporters, and there's no better than Caernarfon supporters as well.
And they found a little bit of shelter, as we have.
Yeah.
Here's half an opportunity here. Edge of the box. Oh, and there's a free kick awarded.
Yeah, it's outside the box, definitely.
It's outside the box. The foul on Connor Evans.
Yeah, he's done really well. It looks like he's going to go on the outside, and he's just turned on the inside, and he's just got Kane Owen off balance, and he's grabbed hold of him, pulled him down, which I think it's a clear foul. Just turned on the inside and got it's definitely a foul. I don't think there's any doubt about it. It's a really dangerous area from here. You look at maybe Sean Bradley, Josh Locke, maybe. Obviously Matty Jones as well, left-footed. It's probably a left foot as from this angle here, I imagine.
Well, it was certainly a free kick awarded to Caernarfon. It must be Matty Jones, I would think, on his left foot, or Gossett perhaps. It's Matty Jones! Floats it over the wall, but just over the bar as well.
It's tough from that close. It's tough when the weather's like this as well. The winds, it's coming off the back of him, to get it up and down in that short space of time. It's literally on the edge of the box. You can't particularly get any power. In my humble opinion, I think it's got to go for power there.
Yeah.
And try and make the keeper make a save or maybe get a rebound. But I think it's really hard to get that over the wall and down in such a short space.
It's so difficult, isn't it, to appreciate perhaps the difficulties of the conditions this evening. I think you have to be here to appreciate the difficulty. And also, looking at Matty Jones's effort there, we're being a bit hypercritical, but you were right. It's so difficult to get it up and down with the wind as strong as it is.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I do think it's going to be a mistake maybe who makes the least mistakes in conditions like this. The back four, and just got to defend, head things and help things on and do things right, and not make any rash decisions, because it's certainly the weather will catch you out. It's certainly attacker's weather.
Another attempted long throw by Miles Davies.
The wind's so strong, it just got into the box.
And it just swirls around the stadium, doesn't it? It makes it so difficult for the players.
It's not going in one direction up and down the pitch, like you said. It's mainly across the pitch.
Yeah.
Which is even tougher, because it's the constant in the game. If it goes from one goal to the other, one half you might have the wind, in the second half you play against it, and it can be a bit more predictable. But when it's swirling, anything could happen.
Smith. to Matty Jones. That's good play by Gossett, collecting the ball, spreads it wide to Morgan Owen. Owen goes down the channel. Crawl, clever play by the centre forward, waited for the mistake. James Crawl shared the golden boot with Louis Lloyd of Caernarfon at the end of last season, also scored the goal of the season against Caernarfon. And that's a real battle between Morgan Owen and Nathan Wood in that far corner. Ball
Nothing in
played.
it at all. Two players having a physical battle against each other on a really tough day.
Nice little pass in towards Connor Evans. Ball breaks and it was Kirkhoff who gets there first, into the feet of his captain Kane Owen. Owen drives it in towards the penalty area. Flying header by Dominic Smith, and the ball played long, and again it catches on the rain.
Yeah, it's definitely a day of percentages for attackers, definitely. You know, getting the ball in the box, make defenders defend, and can you force the issue and ask the question, because it is really tricky. The conditions, the rain and the wind, it's an absolute nightmare for goalkeepers and defenders.
16 minutes played, still no score here at Maestee, temporary home for Caernarfon. Ball breaks for Noah Daly. Daly, opportunity to shoot. He does so low.
Yep.
Past the post. Good effort, though.
Good interception, yeah, on the counter-attack, yeah. Like I said, you know, lost the ball in midfield, and Noah Daly stepped in and got a shot from distance. If that hits the target, it's a really tough one to deal with in this weather. The pitch is so quick when it's this wet. You know, if it bounces off the surface, before you know it, it's past the goalkeeper.
Yeah, there's a sign of the confidence of the young man. Noah Daly, 5 goals in 5 appearances, as we heard from his manager, who suspended right at the beginning of the season. But he's taken to the Cymru Premier like duck to water.
He's done really well. Yeah, yeah.
Appropriate.
Yes, it is. He's done really well. I think as well, you know, you can probably see his character, which Rhys spoke about earlier on in the interview. You know, he looks a confident lad. You know, which you have to be if you're a striker. Him and James Crawl make a real tough, good partnership, and obviously you've got experience with Chris Venables just behind them to guide them. You've got 2 willing runners and lads that want to run in behind and work hard and are physical, and you know, Chris's knowledge and intelligence.
Clever play into the feet of Adam Davies, looking for...
Yeah, just breaks down, and now it's a counter again for Pen-y-bont. Yeah, we'll go.
Daly,
yeah.
Daly in to Wood. Wood towards the on-rushing. Now Pen-y-bont want a penalty. Head in hands moment.
Yeah.
Important for the referee. Is he hearing anything from his assistant?
I'm not sure. I don't think it was intentional. I don't think he knew much about it. His own player kicked it onto him. Yeah, nah. For me, it's definitely not a penalty. He's got his back to play. Yeah, he's turned his back. It's not a penalty for me. Yes, it is handball, but it's not a penalty.
Clever little reverse pass by Nathan Wood.
I maybe thought he should have went on, took it himself and shot.
Yeah. First corner of the evening. And it'll be Kane Owen to float this in towards the far post. Catches on the wind.
Great pressure on the ball.
Yeah. Well, that's a dangerous ball in, and it's headed behind by Caernarfon. It'll be another corner. Wicked.
Well, when you've got the quality of Caernarfon's delivery, then on the first phase and the second phase, then they're a real threat. They've got 3 or 4 lads in there that want to go and attack the ball. Billy Borge, Chris Venables, both very dangerous in the air. Mal Davis as well is very dangerous in the air. He's not the biggest, but he's got a fantastic leap.
In it comes, and a free kick is awarded. The ball is in the net, but a free kick is awarded to Caernarfon. A foul in the 6-yard box, and here come Caernarfon on the counter-attack, and it's Connor Evans, and he goes to ground, and it's out for a first corner for Caernarfon. End-to-end play, Greg.
Very much so, very much so. Just knows how quick a counter-attack occurs. I'm not too sure there's much in it, to be honest. I think there's both are, I'm not too sure.
A lot of pushing and shoving in the Pen-y-bont 18-yard box. It's in towards the near post. It's flicked on. Great header. It was Ryan Sears, I think, who threw himself at the ball. Pre-prepared move in towards the near post.
Yeah, and it's great. I think it's Chris Venables that heads it off the line as well. I think it's definitely going goal bound. Yes, it is. Yeah. Great clearance, good defender by experience, know where that ball's going to be. Yeah, it's a certain goal if he's not there.
I think it was Venables who had the touch in the other box as well. He put it into the net, but he was frustrated with the free kick awarded against Pen-y-bont.
Yeah, I don't think it's a free kick. I think you can't give a free kick like that every time the ball goes into the box. 2 players physically competing.
I think it was the fact that the Caernarfon player had gone to ground, ball broke, and then the decision almost made for the referee. But
yeah, it'll be interesting when VAR comes in later on in the season.
Gossett spreads it out to the left-hand side to Sean Bradley. Bradley looking to cut inside on his right foot, strikes it in. The ball cannons away, and it's out for a corner.
Yeah, again, very dangerous, like I said earlier. Just put the ball into the box in them areas with conditions like this, and the defender gets a touch on it, and it goes out for a corner, which creates an opportunity for Caernarfon. Some big boys in there. Ryan Sears, Dominic Smith, Adam Davies, they're going to attack the ball. Matty Jones has got a good left foot as well. Good delivery from here. It's whether you can take enough off it so it doesn't fly out the back from that angle with the wind blowing across.
Matty Jones on his left foot floats it in, really dangerous, but again Pen-y-bont win the all-important first ball.
Yeah, huge first contact, first and second contact from set plays. I think is it? Yeah, Kirkloff, gets a first contact.
Quarter of the game played, 0-0.
Long throw from, they've gone short,
Morgana Owen floats it in. Matthews decides to come. Bodies go to ground. Adam Davies being one of them. Matthews releases quickly, and it's driven long by Pen-y-bont. Still 0-0 here. 2 0-0 draws also earlier in the day. Flint versus Barry ended goalless, as did Llanelli, who win their first point at home against Colwyn Bay.
Yeah, I believe penalties were missed in both games as well. Colwyn Bay missed the penalty and Flint missed the penalty.
Yeah, it could be so costly. This is Daly crosses, but unfortunately couldn't wrap his ball, couldn't wrap his leg around it.
Rhys has done a fantastic job. Really, you know, considering getting promoted years ago, then competing, getting to Europe, and then, you know, Europe a couple of times. It's done a real good job.
Ball is cleared. Temporarily lost the monitor here, so we're concentrating on what we can see on the field. Ball is back with Connor Roberts. 24 minutes played here at Maesteg. Caernarfon 0, Pen-y-bont 0.
Connor's got such good distribution, you know, building up from the back. You can really trust him to start play off.
Edge of the box, Pen-y-bont clear. Play the ball wide into the feet of James Crawl. Crawl wins the throw. It's a difficult night for all the players, but I think if you're a striker, when you're looking to hold the ball up, you're seeing very little of the ball.
Yeah, especially against the wind. It's really tough against the wind. Very tough against the wind.
Midweek games in the Cymru Premier, JD, and Scorio will be live at the Bridge Meadow. Haverfordwest against Barry. Haverfordwest going through a really difficult time. Lost at home to Connors Quay this afternoon. Also lost the service of Ben Arman. Another red card.
Yeah.
Another red card also for manager Tony Pennock. A really frustrating time for the Bluebirds, Greg.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, they finished really well last year. Got into Europe, and very unfortunate in Europe as well. So, you know, I imagine Tony would be a little bit frustrated. He's lost 4 of his back 5, which is a tough for anybody. You know, you've got boys there as well. I think they had, if not the best, then at least the second best defensive record in the league last year. So to lose 4 out of that, including your goalkeeper, then it's going to be really tough.
Caernarfon looking to build. Nice square pass. This is Iwan Lewis, but Kano, when the captain slides in. Nice little pass into the feet of Nathan Wood. Wood up against Sears, skips past Sears, taken to ground. Free kick, and it could be a first yellow card of the evening. Clever play by Nathan Wood. Yellow for Sears.
Yeah, I just speak about Nathan Wood earlier. He can go inside, outside. He's obviously right-footed, but he can still go on the outside with his left foot as well. Really dangerous, really good ball carrier. It's definitely a foul, you know. I'm not too sure if it's a yellow card, but
Yellow for Ryan Sears. Trying to make some notes here, Craig. Absolutely impossible.
We're absolutely soaking on. All the notes are soaking wet. Everything's soaking.
Kano and floats it in. Venables competing in the air. And that ball is out for a Pen-y-bont throw.
Good defending by Dominic Smith, yeah. Really good.
Davies. Ball breaks for Crawl. Strong tackle by Dominic Smith, and it's out for another corner.
Yeah, very dangerous. Yeah, Crawl comes into the channel, runs into the right-hand channel. You look at him and Noah Daly, or you know they're getting in the box. Noah Daly's not playing out and out on the right. He's playing tucked in a little bit, and joining in almost as a 2 with Crawl. Sometimes Crawl gets down the side, the right channel, and Noah Daly gets central.
Corner flag falls over in the wind, floated in. Dangerous ball by Kano, and it is cleared by Caernarfon, but back it comes again to the feet of Kano, and he floats it in towards the edge of the box.
Well done again, Dominic Smith defending really well. It's tough in there with great delivery.
And it's Connor Evans.
It's really tough defending down at this bottom goal, attacking down at the bottom goal. The ball ran away on numerous occasions. It's got to be a perfect pass. It's almost sometimes you would rather play against the wind than with the wind, because you know the opposition can play a really high line and the ball just runs through 9 times out of 10. It's so much harder to pick a pass.
Longer the game goes on as well, Craig, you mentioned perhaps it might actually be a mistake that leads to a goal here.
I think it will either be a mistake or a set play.
Yeah,
the way things have gone. It's really tough for either team to get any momentum. It's not been controlled by either team. It's been very much back and forth basketball game type. Been no real possession in either team.
What were the conditions like last night in
Yeah, they were good.
Cardiff?
They were good in Cardiff. It was great. It was the pitch had a bit of dew on with a little bit the weather dropping a little bit, and the pitch was nice and quick, so we could move the ball. So yeah, it's really tough on the 3G in the summer months. It's so dry and sticky.
Noah Daly strong, and Nathan Wood is out on the left-hand side. Daly still going. Opportunity here. Great save by Connor Roberts. Best opportunity of the match.
Yeah, we spoke about Noah Daly's confidence and willing to run at the back four. He's ran at the I thought maybe he should have went himself, and he slipped Nathan Wood in. When he goes past Matty Jones there, maybe he should go himself. But yeah, it's a great save by Connor. Great save. You know, you fancy Nathan from there on his right foot coming in, stepping onto it. He's got the hole of the goal to hit, but it's a good starting position from Connor. He's only 6-yard box, and it's tough to beat him from there. Such a big figure of Connor.
Yeah. Excellent save by Connor Roberts. The best opportunity of the evening for Pen-y-bont. Noah Daly slipping the ball through for Nathan Wood on his right foot.
Yeah, he's went across the goal and tried to hit it across the goal and beat Connor Roberts from there. But as I say, the tricky conditions, I think the wind's played a big part in that. I'm not too sure if he could have took a touch and maybe settled himself a bit and got a shot off. But he's made the main thing. He's made Connor Roberts work. Yeah. It's the first save a goalkeeper's made today.
Well, the one opportunity for Caernarfon from that free kick by Matty Jones just over the bar. But here is Nathan Wood, who forced the save from Connor Roberts into Ash Baker. Baker anchoring the midfield. Matty Jones goes long.
Yeah, again, it's really tough, really tough. Straight through the goalkeeper again. It's obviously easier said than done, but when conditions are like this, you'd try and keep the ball passed on the floor, take the wind out of it.
You can see how strong the wind is there, and also the lashing rain into the face of Richard Davies there. Borge wins the original header. Oh, Davies taken out by Ash Baker there, was he? Well, no, play on, says our referee Jordan Harmon. Kane Owen helps the ball forward. Locke spreads it out to Sean Bradley. That's better from Caernarfon. On the overlap, Matty Jones crosses in towards the near post. Good play by Pen-y-bont. They clear and they're able to release Noah Daly. Daly cutting inside, looking for the ball towards the left-hand side, but that's cut out.
It's very end-to-end, isn't it? You know, it was a great run by Matty Jones. Great run, great little slip in by Sean Bradley. I think they had 3 men in the box as well. Just need to get a centre forward across the front post and a cut back.
Owen from distance, Morgan Owen. And why not on such a difficult evening for goalkeepers? You can see Archie Matthews throwing himself across his goal.
Yeah, it's a really tough one. If that hits the target, bounces in front of the goalkeeper. Yeah, on weather like this with the wind behind you in the rain, it's it's not a bad effort whatsoever. Hits it really well.
Yeah, he's done really well since joining from Porthmadog. Scored that screamer as well against Crusaders in the first European game.
He's obviously got form. He can strike a ball. He strikes it well there. Another 2 yards on the for the left, and it's on target, and the keeper's in trouble.
Also another ever-present for Richard Davies this season's started the first 7 games. Bradley trying to follow his own pass. Just over 10 minutes to half-time. Still 0-0. And certainly the conditions are the winner this evening.
They certainly are. They certainly are. It's really tough, as we spoke about. Unless you're out there, I don't think you can actually, you know, realise how tough it is for both teams.
That's it. Well, I thought he was going to find Morgan Owen from Sears, but ball was cut out.
When it's wet, the surface is so quick. Got to be so precise with them passes.
Kirchhoff steps in. Bit of a push by Baker, and the ball reaches Kroll. And a free kick is awarded.
Yeah, I think it could have been a free kick in the first place.
Yeah.
Green's fouled him from behind, I think, and looking back at it, the first initial, this one, yeah, it's definitely a foul. It's just a shove in the back.
There's a bit of a payback time there, wasn't it? Green goes to Crown.
I think it was very soft as well. I think that's a frustrating thing for players and managers, level of consistencies. Referees have got a really tough job, but it's just the level of consistency. They're almost identical, both of them incidents.
Free kick won by Clayton Green, his 200th appearance in the Welsh Premier League this evening. And it's Kirchhoff over this free kick. Promoted over his captain Kane Owen, round the wall, straight at, Connor Roberts. He makes the save. And then on the follow-up, concedes the corner.
Just again, it shows how tricky the conditions are. You know, it's hit the target. It's an easy save for Connor Roberts on a normal day, but with the conditions, someone as experienced as Connor Roberts has to parry it down.
There was Noah Daly on the follow-up, got the touch. And
it looks sharp, very sharp. It's a goal scorer's instinct, centre-forward's instinct.
Corner floated in, but it's beyond everybody on the wind and out for a Caernarfon throw.
Yeah, I think on, you know, what we're 37 minutes in, and Pen-y-bont have certainly had the better of the opportunities as we are now. Connor Roberts made a couple of saves, had a goal disallowed, which I'm not too sure it was a foul, but yeah, they've had the better of the opportunities in the first half.
Smith under pressure. He will be out for a Pen-y-bont throw.
I'm pleased I'm not out there in the tough change.
I was
today.
going to
Very
ask
much
you.
So. Very much so.
Anyway, we haven't got much shelter up here in the gantry, but there's some shelter at least.
Yeah, it's
but you know, conditions can't overemphasize how difficult they are for both sides, and so frustrating really for the two managers, I'm sure, because these are two classy sides who play really good football.
Yeah, it is.
And it's a battle more than anything else.
It's tough, it is. You know, as a manager, you know, it's hard to tactically get across what you want to do and have a particular game plan when the weather's like this.
Kane Owen floats it in towards Noah Daly. This is Venables. Venables looking to shoot on his left foot. Ball is only half cleared. Clayton Green. And the ball played forward and it races away on the wind. And
again, Noah Daly's more central. He's down the middle there, and the ball comes in. Kroll's on the right-hand side. Venables in a 10 position just behind him. A little bit of rotation between Noah Daly and James Kroll, with Venables as a 10. Wood on the left.
Did he have an opportunity there to slip the ball through to Nathan Wood on the left-hand side?
Possibly.
Owen, ball forward, looking for Adam Davies. Locke competes, but clever header back.
Tidies up really well.
Well, there's a player that you know, Ash Baker.
Yes. Yeah, he's playing in the middle of the pitch. He played right back all the time. He was at TNS, and he's such a goal threat from a right back position. Lots of energy. His timing of runs was fantastic from deep, and also from set players as well. A knack of scoring goals. Just unfortunately, with ourselves, he had a lot of injuries.
Yeah, I can remember him playing against Djurgårdens of Sweden and Panathinaikos, and I think he was injured in that game, wasn't he?
Yes, he'd come off injured early on with an ankle injury, I'm sure, against Panathinaikos. Yeah, it was just unfortunate. He had 3 or 4 different injuries, muscle injuries, and never quite was fit for a long period of time.
A free kick awarded here. James Kroll is trying to stop Connor Roberts from distributing that ball. Here is Baker.
He looks very comfortable in centre midfield though, Ash Baker.
Green, all important touch by him. This is James Kroll. Kroll, opportunity to play it square to Venables. Venables keeps the move going. This is Miles Davis. Davis trying to strike the ball but into the wind, and it's so difficult. And here comes Archie Matthews, puts his foot through it. It's almost coming back towards him.
Yeah. There's been numerous times when the balls went straight through to the goalkeeper.
Less than 5 minutes to half-time. Caernarfon 0, Pen-y-bont 0. First versus third in the Cymru Premier. The new St Sandwich in second.
Yeah.
Happy to be there?
Take away the first result and performance of the season against Britain Ferry, then we've done reasonably well. Two draws and the rest win. So Colwyn Bay is a tough place to go, and Barry's a tough place to go. Obviously, we'd like to win every single game. We try to win every single game, but it's, I think the big one for us, the disappointment, and was from myself and all the players was Britain Ferry at home. Taking nothing away from Britain Ferry, they deserved to beat on the day. They were better than us, and they took the opportunities when we missed numerous opportunities. But yeah, take away Britain Ferry, then the lads have done really, really well.
Yeah. And many of them adapting to life in the Cymru Premier, and that's not easy either, is it? Coming from whatever league you come from, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it was always going to be tough. I knew when I come 3 years ago back to the club, there was 8 or 9 players that were there when I first went the first time and signed them. And there's always going to be a transition of players, because no player can play forever.
No. Long ball played forward. Oof. Archie Matthews had to make sure he was first to the ball there, because Connor Evans was sniffing out the opportunity.
Yeah, switched on, ready to come out. Yeah, good goalkeeping. Yeah. I think Caernarfon would like to get Josh Locke and Sean Bradley on the ball a little bit more. I think that's what maybe officials say. It's half-time a little bit. Can you, on the turnovers, can we get the ball to Josh Locke and Sean Bradley and get one-on-ones? It's the balls that have been tried to be threaded through or played over the top. It's just gone straight through. Obviously, it may be a little bit different in the second half, where maybe the wind against. They can them balls are harder to the defenders. But at this moment in time, I think you certainly like to see Josh Locke and Sean Bradley on the ball a little bit more, get some one-on-ones.
Just under 2 minutes to half-time. Would you agree that perhaps Rhys Griffiths would be the happier of the two managers?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Like you said, Caernarfon have, not really had any opportunities. Pen-y-bont have had 2 good opportunities where they made Connor Roberts make a save and scored a dubious disallowed goal. So yeah, I think Rhys would be the happier of the two at this moment in time.
Yeah, they're competing well, and particularly in midfield. I think Ash Baker and Clayton Green have stamped their authority in there, haven't they?
2 real experienced players as well. 2 good footballers. Get about the pitch. Good balance with Green being left-footed, Ash Baker being right-footed, and then obviously you've got Chris Venables just in front of them. Clayton Green makes really good decisions in midfield. Yeah, he knows when to get on the ball and play. He knows when to hook things on, flick things on. He's a real intelligent midfielder.
Yeah, important signing for Pen-y-bont.
Yeah, real competitor as well. Very good first and second balls.
Pen-y-bont finding it hard to clear here right at the end of the first half. Ball with Lewis, but Lewis decides to go all the way back. Roberts, long, finds Matty Jones. Good positioning there by Kane Owen.
It was, yeah, but didn't need to force the ball there. No real pressure on. I think if Caernarfon, like I said, would probably make 3 or 4 more passes, open the pitch up a little bit, and then get your players on the ball that you want to get on one with space, time and space.
A minute added at the end of a frustrating half for both sides. Probably Pen-y-bont shading it with the opportunity for Nathan Wood, that great shot saved by Connor Roberts. And as you say, Craig, perhaps a dubious goal disallowed for a foul in the 6-yard box.
Yeah, I think I'm not too sure. You know, it's a foul. Both have got a physical contact on each other, and unfortunately the referee for Pen-y-bont's side, the referee gives a free kick. Fortune for Caernarfon.
Yeah. I think all the players will be relieved to hear the end of the first half, so they can get into the warmth.
Yeah.
Last opportunity here for Caernarfon. They float the ball in, and there is the half-time whistle. And it is 0-0 here at Maestee. An opportunity for Nathan Wood, the best of the evening, saved by Connor Roberts. Venables' header into the back of the net, but a foul against Pen-y-bont. And then Sears' excellent header cleared by Venables. But at half-time in a windy and wet Maestee, it's Caernarfon 0, Pen-y-bont 0.
Diolch yn fawr iawn i'n tîmoedd sylwebu fel y mae ar yr egwyl felly. A ni wedi cael 2 gêm ddi-sgôr yn barod pnawn yma yn y gyngor. Y tywydd ar draws Cymru ddim yn helpu. 2 gêm neithiwr hefyd. Dewch i weld sut ath pethau. Mwy o ymateb i ddod fan hyn. Ar ôl ni weld gêm neithiwr.
Tom Walters, if you're giving it. Ibrahim. Ti'n gat John Owen, mae'n gyfle i'r bala. Owen ar ergyd. Ar y bedleg gan Fuller. Ac yn taro'r postyn wedyn. John Owen i mewn. Nawr, yr ochr dde'r ergyd ar y cynnig cyntaf. Na'r bediad wych gan Will Fuller. Bron iawn i Liam Higgins o'r tîm cartra ar y blaen. Ymwyl y cwrt Cosby, mae'r ergyd dod i mewn. Mae'n cymryd gwiriad. A mae'r gweithio ymdrechion Will Fuller yn taro cefn yr hwyd. A mae'r tîm cartra di mynd ar y blaen. Ail gol y tymor yma i Dom McGibbon. Jenkins rownd y gornel i Kieran Williams. So'n godi ben mewn le gan Tom Walters. Ar ymwyl y cwrt Cosby, cyffyddiad gwych gan Walters. A fydd o'n siomedig o def taro cefn yr hwyd. A'r cyfle yna. Y symudiad gwych gan Llansawel. Jenkins tuag at Walters. Gyrraedd yma gan Will Bell. Mitch Bates. Dyn ni'n nôl i Tom Price. Lle dy'r chwarae i Dan Jeffries. Letraws tuag at Tom Walters. Walters arbeniad chwilio am rediad Reuben Davies yr oedd o. Llansawel yn creu cyfleon. Rhaid deud hynny. Davies, cyffyrddiad da ac yn gallu troi mlaen a hi wedyn i Mitch Bates. Bates, nôl i frawd Louis Bates. Groesian dod i mewn tuag at Reuben Davies. Beniad allan mor bella. Tom Price ar ergyd. A fel gol i'r bala. Mae'r gwiriad yn curo'r golwr. A mae'r ymwelwyr o Llansawel yn gyfartal. Dim gobaith i Joel Torrance. Y bala 1, Llansawel 1. Higgins. Louis Hall, lledu'r chwarae i John Owen am gyffyrddiad gwych gan Owen. Mewn efo ar cwrt Cosby ar draws ag at Higgins. Oddi ar Kieran Williams i gefn yr hwyd. Ac o fewn 7 munud o'r ail hanner, mae'r bala mynd yn ôl ar y blaen. Davies ymlaen wedyn i Mitch Bates. Gan Cian Jenkins di parhau ar eded i'r cwrt Cosby. Bates, Walters yn troi. Harry Dean yr ergyd ar draws. Y golwr Joel Torrance sy'n ei gollwng i lwybr Ruben Davies. A mae o di rwydeibu med gol y tymor yma yn y gyngrair.
Rob Cornes ar gic gornel. Mewn i'r canol, a mae'n cael i gorfodi gefn y rhwyd. Bron oedd hi ar gefn Danny Davies, dwi'n meddwl. Ond fydd y seintiau newydd ddim yn poeni. Maen nhw ar y blaen, a'r amddiffynwr yn y lle iawn i wiro'r bel i gefn y rhwyd. Redmond. Nôl at Brobl. Uchel i'r gwrt Cosby ac i Dan Williams ar y post yn pella. Rywsut, Met Caerdydd yn clirio Mwandwe. Mae'n dawnsio heibio i Cornes. Mae'n dal i fynd. Mae ganddo fo gymorth o fan hyn. Adam Rosgrow. Rosgrow! Trwy goesa'r golwr Nathan Shepherd. A bron yn syth. Mae Met Caerdydd yn ei taro nôl. 1-1. Gwrth ymosodiad chwym. Fas Mwandwe yn gywir i lwybr Rosgrow sy'n sgorio yn erbyn ei gyn glwb. Cornes ar gic gornel. Sy'n at y post yn pella. Robl ar ergyd. O, am ergyd hefyd. Efo tu allan i droed dde. Doedd o ddim yn bell o gwbl yma na Ryan Brobl. Techneg hyfryd. Oedd methu cweit nath ar targed. Mae le gan Bodnam. Allan at Ryan Brobl mae'n mynd. Dwi'n ei chadw hi mewn. Dan Williams mae o, pas hyfryd. Williams ar draws y cwrt Cosby. Dal yn o i Wilson. Ar seintiau newydd. Nôl ar y blaen. Doedd Wilson ddim yn methu o fan o. Mi disgynnodd hi ar blat iddo fo. Ac mae'r ymosodiadau lawr y dde yna wedi talu ffordd i'r seintiau newydd. Y seintiau newydd nôl ar y blaen o ddwy 1. Redmond allan at Danny Davies. Brobl o'i blaen o. Ryan Brobl. Erbyn CJ Craven. Gwesiant i mewn. O, mae honna wedi disgyn i gefn y rhwyd. Rory Holden sy'n dathlu. Ond mae rhaid gofyn cwestiwn na o'r golwr Celyn Absalom yn fanna. Rory Holden sy'n hawlio'r cyffyrddiad ola i'r seintiau newydd. Disgyn i CJ Craven. Craven at Barney Sodi. Sodi. Cymorth. O ddeg yn Craven sy'n croesi. Sy'n gael Rosgrow yn y canol, mae'r peniad yn disgyn i Reynolds. O, mae'n methu o'r 8 llathen. Ac mae o'n gwybod y gallai fo fod wedi gwneud y well am hynna. Mi ddisgynnodd un hyfryd iddo fo yn y cwrt Cosby o beniad Harrison McGahey. Ond Reynolds methu taro'r targed. Ben Clark at Adam Wilson. Wilson yn rhedeg tuag at Barney Sodi. Traed chwym ganddo fo ar croesiad tu mewn. O, mae'n taro'r trawst. O, ddiarin am ddiffynwyr Met Caerdydd yn y diwedd. Bron yn gol i'w rwyd i hun. I hangfa i'r tîm cartra.
Bydd y goliaeth yn y brifddinas i'r seintiau newydd neithiwr, felly cofiwch eich bwyntiau i ddod, nos lun, sgorio, yn edrych nôl ar y penwythnos, digon di bod yn digwydd. Ar i sôn am y seintiau, mentioning the new Saints there. Glad to say we've got the manager with us today on Scorio. Craig Harrison, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. I'm not sure if welcome. It's not a warm welcome, but it's a welcome. It's great to have you with us. So
Thank you.
We'll start with this if we can. What have you made of that first half?
Yeah, it's been really tricky for the players. It's really tricky. The conditions, the wind swirling, the rain's really heavy, and it's really tough for the players to get any momentum in the game. It's been a game where I think Pen-y-bont would probably be happier than Caernarfon. Nathan Woods had a good opportunity. Connor Roberts has made a good save. Caernarfon have had one cleared off the line from Chris Venables from a set play, but yeah, there's been chances few and far between. I think the weather's played a huge part in that.
Yeah, it's funny, maybe we as fans and reporters don't appreciate how tough it is. We've had 2 0-0s already this afternoon, earlier today, so obviously the weather can be a factor on days like this.
Yeah, without a doubt, and I think probably, the way things are going, the way the weather is, it's certainly weather for attackers, it's not weather for goalkeepers and defenders, and it could be a set play or a mistake with the weather. That's the difference between the game.
And I'm sure you're watching with a keen eye. You sat in between both teams in the table at the minute, and a few of your players are on loan at Caernarfon.
Yeah.
Few former players here as well.
Yeah.
How many players have you managed on this pitch?
Yeah, I think there's 7 or 8 players that I've managed. Like Ash Baker from Pen-y-bont, Danny Gossett I had as well, and obviously the 3 boys on loan, as well as others as well. Connor Roberts obviously last year. So yeah, it's been good to watch both teams. I went to watch Flint, first half of Flint on the way here today. We play Flint on Tuesday. So yeah, the boys on loan have done really well. Josh Locke's done really well and Sean Bradley's done really well. So I think probably from a Caernarfon's point of view, they'll probably want to get them 2 on the ball a little bit more and try to get one-on-one opportunities and go past people and create some more opportunities for Caernarfon.
With those 2 being on loan, serious question, what happens if Caernarfon start pulling ahead at the top? Can you pull the plug on these loans in case they go too far in front of the new Saints?
The rules are they've got to be there for at least 28 days, and then they can only pull them back inside a transfer window. So
I'm half joking.
Yeah. Theoretically we could, but no, it's for the players' development as well. A couple of different reasons. Sean Bradley obviously wanted to play more football at his age, and Josh Locke's a young player that needs as much experience as he can. Josh Locke's a fantastic player. He's a great talent, and he's got a real opportunity, but he just needs more games. A bit more physicality. He's obviously slight in physique, but he's a technically very good player, and we just need him to get more and more men's football and senior football to get the physicality side of the game.
Yeah, they're both doing well, fair play, despite the conditions.
Yeah.
Talking of experience, Craig, 400 games in charge of the new Saints last week. Amazing. How different do you feel you are as a manager since when you started? How much do you learn over those years and those games?
Yeah, I think you do. You have to, because football changes. It's changed quite a bit in that space of time. I remember it was I think I spoke about it quite a lot. My wife was 6 months pregnant with my daughter when I first went to TNS, and now my daughter's 13 years old. So it makes us feel very, very old, and you've got to adapt, you've got to move on. We've only got 2 players left, Ryan Brobble and Adrian Sizovic. Fortunately, I've got staff with Christian Sargent and Simon Spender, who were at the club originally, and obviously Mike Harris. I've got a good relationship and a long-term relationship. So yeah, it's I've calmed down a little bit, but I think if you take away that edge, then it's probably time for you to pack in. So there's always that edge, the will to win, and I think if you're going to manage 400 games for one club, and I think it's 625 in total, I think that you've got to have a passion and have an edge. And I love football and I love my job, and I feel very privileged to work within football. I've been in professional football since I was 15 years old, and I want to be in there for a lot longer as well.
Fantastic. We hope to have you with Scorio more often. We'll promise we can do something about the weather.
I hope so.
Somebody mentioned summer football. Would you be up for that?
Not at all. It's not a big thing for me.
Not even in this weather?
No. There's nothing better than playing football in the rain.
Fair enough, brilliant. And of course last night, I haven't even mentioned last night.
Yeah.
So a great win away at Cardiff Met. I noticed you mentioned it after the game. Danny Davies as well said, best performance of the season.
Yeah, it was. Certainly the first half I thought were excellent. We had a really good first half against Canaries 3-4 weeks ago, but we were as good as what we've been last night, and we carried it 10-15 minutes in the second half, and then took our foot off the pedal a little bit. But from a performance point of view, then we've had some good performances lately, and the strikers are taking opportunities, and no, we're pleased at this moment in time. It was a slow start and a disappointing start, possibly a hangover from a disappointing European campaign, but hopefully we're up and running again now.
Yeah, that early defeat feels a long way away at the minute. Craig, thanks very much for your time. We'll let you make your way back up to the commentary position. Great to have you with us here on Scorio today. Craig Harrison fyna yn y glaw. Cofiwch mwy o gemau I ddod. Gêm fyw, nos Fawrth yn y gorllewin. Mae Holford yn cael amser anodd iawn ar hyn o bryd yn uwch gyngor Cymru JD. Maen nhw'n cwrdd ar Bari, mae hwnna'n fyw gyda'i nos Fawrth. Ni wedi clywed chwiban y dyfarnwr o gwmpas y stafell newid yn dynodi bod y ddau dîm yn paratoi I ddod yn ôl i'r cae cyn. Ni'n mynd I gysgwrs fach ta Malcolm Allen sydd wedi aros I fan un y pwynt sylwebu. Nes i weid ar y dachrau bod i'n stopio glawio Malcolm. Lle'n credu bod fi wedi gweud y fath beth. Ta beth, mae wedi effeithio'r gêm hefyd, ond Craig Harris yn awgrymu falle mae Pen-y-bont sydd wedi cael y gorau'r hanner cyntaf na, ti'n cytuno?
Ynddo, os o wir. Nhw sydd wedi hanner creu cyfleon. Yn wedi gyda'n pell yna efo Nathan Wood ar y chwith lle rhedeg gwych yn deulu fo. Mae o wedi edrych i wneud bydda ddigwydd allan yna. Mae'n medru curoedd un, mae'n sgil, ond mae'n tarddu sgwydd un ffordd, mae'n medru mynd ffordd arall. A'r bas na, dim pwysau arni, perffaith y gosod ti i Nathan Wood fynd am yn bosib. Felly mi dyla fo wedi sgorio well, so wedi cadw ar y lawr, ar y llawr. Yn lle fod ti oedd ei mewn uchelder cywir i'r golwr, Con Roberts yn disgwyl wneud yr arbediad. Ond mae rhaid i Caernarfon effro. Fyna
gathym i chaniatau hefyd, ond nhw'n siomedig, ond chi'n gweld i eto, chi'n deall y penderfyniad cywir, ond eto Pen-y-bont, maen nhw'n edrych yn berig ar y degau.
Wel mae nhw gyda chwaraewyr sy'n wedi sgorio goliau. Gyda chi Nathan Wood yn ôl i'r clwb, mae o si profi pwynt bod o i gon 2 yn ôl i chwarae ar lefel yma o bod yn Castewig. Gyda chi 2 chwaraewr fel ymwysodwyr yn partneriad mon newydd gychwyn maen nhw, ond maen nhw'n llawn goliau. Felly mae'n rhaid i Caernarfon, nhw sy'n gartra, sy'n codi gêm, codi tempo i gêm, a mosod mwy a gwasgu'r chwarae ar Pen-y-bont yn y treian ymwysodol y cae.
Ie, maen nhw wedi cael ambell i gyfle bach Caernarfon i sôn am y goliau yna cyn y gêm. 24 y goliau, fan hyn Sears yn agos yn dod e.
O, mi oedd o. Efo peniad, a wedyn, Owen ar y posti pellan dod i fewn, Evans ar y posti pellan dod i fewn hefyd efo'r peniad segret. Ond mae rhaid, fel o'na Craig Harris yn awgrymu fan awr, mae rhaid i Sean Bradley a Josh Lockhart ar y bel yma i wneud pethau ddigwydd wy Caernarfon yn yr ail hanner.
Malcolm, diolch yn fawr iawn am hynny. Dim llawer amser i Malcs ymlacio, achos mae'r ail hanner ar fi'n dechrau fan hyn. Chi'n beth, chwaraewyr Manchester United yn cwyno pan oedd Fergie roi'r hairdryer treatment yn nhw. Dyn ni wrth y modd yn gweld hairdryer, neu sachar gwach ar un o bryd. Ewn ni nôl felly at ein tîmau sylwebu.
Yeah, thank you, Dylan. I think I could do with the hairdryer treatment as well, to be honest. Up here, Craig Harrison has made his way up alongside me for this second half. Still 0-0 here at Maesty. Caernarfon 0, Pen-y-bont 0. Very, very competitive game, Craig. No goals so far, but Pen-y-bont perhaps shading it.
Yes, just I think certainly on chances. You know, they've had a couple of opportunities. Good save from Connor Roberts and a good opportunity from Nathan Wood. Be interesting to see how much the wind is playing a part in it now, kicking up the pitch. Caernarfon now.
It's been swirling about so much. It's been difficult to say who was playing with the wind, who was playing against it, but it looked to be
I think the wind settled down a little bit. Being downstairs there, you can feel it a little bit more. It's still heavy rain, but the wind settled down a little bit.
Well, the two managers, I'm sure, would be really happy with a cup of tea half-time. What would have been the message from Richard Davies to his team?
I think, like I said earlier, I think, you know, maybe getting extra 4 or 5 passes in and keeping it a little bit longer and try to create opportunities in space, time and space for Sean Bradley, Josh Locke to get on the ball and get turned in the final third and get one-on-ones and attack the back four. I think that certainly would be something that Rich was saying.
Sears. Back to Connor Roberts. So experienced, and that's so important when the conditions are as difficult as this, to have Connor Roberts as your final line of defence.
Certainly is. Gives it a platform to build from. You know, you look at it and Connor's got lots and lots of experience. Very calm, very composed, good distribution, fantastic shot stopper, good talker. Like I said, I just think if Caernarfon can, you know, with Pen-y-bont being in almost a 4-5-1, the two centre-halves, it's 2v1 against a centre-forward, if they can build up a little bit more and then try and create the space to get Sean Bradley and Josh Locke on the ball in the final third, turned against Pen-y-bont's back four, then they'll cause them a bit more problems.
Caernarfon conceded first in the last 4 games, but they've still done well, still unbeaten. Were 2-0 down last week against Britain Ferry and came back to win 5-2.
I think is it 1 clean sheet Caernarfon have had, but you know they've not been beat, so they're certainly doing something right.
This is Bradley. Bradley crosses low, and Gossett was coming towards it, but the ball is cleared by Pen-y-bont, and they force Caernarfon to go all the way back to Connor Roberts. So important, Chris Venables, whether it's in attack or defence.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Set plays for and against as well. You know, he's a real threat in the air, but he's also does a fantastic job from defensive set plays as well.
I think, as you said, trying to get Josh Locke on the ball, even though he's got to come deep to find it.
Yeah, I think he can be a lot higher than that. You know, you've got other players in there that can come and bounce the ball back in. I'm not too sure what he's going to do with it there, apart from pass it. You know, I'm sure he wants Josh Locke high up the pitch.
Ball played forward. This is Connor Evans. Evans strike and a good save. It was on target. A good save by Archie Matthews. He struck that well.
He did, yes. It's a ball turned in behind. First time in behind. Gets down the side of Kirkhoff. Maybe it's a cross for me. I'm not too sure for a shot there. I think it's a cross from that angle. You know, maybe he picks someone out with a cross and someone's got to tap in. But he's made the keeper work, which is the main thing.
Yes, interesting character, Connor Evans, ended up at Caernarfon. I understand he was on trial with you.
Yes, he did. Connor come and trained with us for a couple of weeks. You know, a great lad. Worked really hard, just didn't quite work out for him.
He's going to get the opportunity now with Zach Clark injured.
Yeah, unfortunately for Zach, he's got a fracture.
An opportunity here into the box. Play on, says the referee. Pen-y-bont player went to ground.
Again, for me, it's certainly not a penalty. But as we talked about in the first half, you know, if you're given free kicks for the disallowed goal, then there's got to be an element of consistency. There's certainly contact, but is there enough for a penalty? Not in my opinion, no.
See the replay in a minute. The foul, well, potential foul on James Kroll. Here's Nathan Wood. Wood chooses the pass inside to Ash Baker. Kano went trying to sweep the ball out towards Miles Davis.
Very uncharacteristic of Kano with that left foot of his.
Here comes that tackle.
There's certainly contact. There is certainly contact, but I don't think there's much difference between that and the disallowed goal in the first half.
Consistency from our referee, not awarding the penalty there. This is Nathan Wood, spreads it wide, opportunity to cross. The ball is behind the players in the far, and then the free kick goes in favour of Caernarfon.
The wind has certainly settled down a bit. You can see by the way the rain's coming straight down instead of sideways now. So it gives opportunity now for the foot to play a little bit more. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Foul by the captain, Kano went, and I think you can see James Kroll asking the question of the referee, if that's a foul, why wasn't the earlier one a foul?
I can see exactly where he's coming from that point of view. Like I said, referring back to the disallowed goal, there's not much in it. You know, I think for me, you know, none of them are fouls, or both of them are fouls.
Yeah. Leighton Green.
Offside.
But there is an offside. Again, positive start to the second half by Pen-y-bont.
Yeah, very much so. Obviously, you know, Caernarfon had a great opportunity there, made the keeper make a save, but the territory is mainly Pen-y-bont in Caernarfon's final third. A lot of the game in the first 5-6 minutes of the second half has been played in Caernarfon's defensive third. Big fan of James Kroll, big fan.
Kano in. Excellent little run, ball out wide.
Just as I say that, he gives the ball away.
Commentator's curse, Craig. Here we go. Sean Bradley for Caernarfon down the left-hand side. As you say, better football now from both sides with the wind quietening down. Headed down by Adam Davies. Seen very little of him this evening. This is Iwan Lewis. Lewis, time to pick a cross, in it comes. And it's Venables again who heads clear. Better here from both sides as they keep possession. Matty Jones for Caernarfon. Head up into the feet of Sean Bradley. Sets it up for Adam Davies, and Pen-y-bont cleared downfield. But it's been better, hasn't it, in the second half from both sides? As you say, the wind has quietened down. It's given them the opportunity to play that ball into feet. Yeah,
a little bit more sustained pressure from both teams. Caernarfon there putting 7 or 8 passes together and then getting a couple of opportunities in the final third. It was a great pass by Matty Jones into Sean Bradley's feet. Just tried to set it for Adam Davies but couldn't quite get there.
Excellent crossfield pass. Here comes a cross, and it's a little too close to Archie Matthews, but excellent play by Caernarfon. Great run by Iwan Lewis from deep, and it's now Pen-y-bont's opportunity to attack. But
yeah, it's a great run. He does really well to get in there, but he's got to make a different decision. That, you know, he's near enough on the goal line, so it's either got to be a clip to the back post or it's got to be a pullback.
Oh, and good play by Daly. Daly on to Crawl. Oh, what an opportunity for James Crawl. It opened up for him. The timing of the pass was excellent by Noah Daly, but he's dragged his shot wide. Best opportunity of the game.
Great link-up play, great run onside. Comes on the blind side of Smith. Just opens his foot out too much to try and, to try and bend it around Connor Roberts, but just opens his foot out too much. He's got lots of time and space. Just opens his body up too much. It's a great timed run, great pass. He's got between Matty Jones, I think, was it Matty Jones and Dominic Smith with a great blindside run on the centre half. Good slip in by Daly. And yeah, you'd be very disappointed in that. Very disappointing. It's a great opportunity. Best opportunity. I'd be very surprised if there's an easy opportunity in that for the rest of the game.
16 goals last season, shared the golden boot with Louis Lloyd of Caernarfon. Just a 1 goal so far this season against Flint last week. Been a frustrating start to the season for Crawl. Nathan Wood on the half volley, struck that well, just wide. Pen-y-bont knocking on the door.
Yes, they are. Yeah, you know, Nathan Wood's technical ability, you know, long throw into the box and second phase, sustained pressure, putting people under pressure, and great first touch. It sits up nicely for him. He connects really well, but just always going wide, I think. I think you see by Connor Roberts doesn't really look in much trouble. Yeah, you can tell by keeper's reaction whether how close or not that is, and Connor Roberts doesn't flinch. Sees it right from coming off Nathan Wood's foot, and so is going wide.
Poor pass by Pen-y-bont. This is Adam Davies, strong and tall, and holds the ball up. Feeds Iwan Lewis. Lewis to Matty Jones. 2 ex-Haverfordwest players combining tonight for Caernarfon. Got a wand of a left foot, Matty Jones. This is Josh Locke. Well, goes to ground, no foul. Nathan Wood runs into Morgan Owen. That's been an excellent battle between the two. Morgan goes to ground and no foul, says our referee. Play on.
Yeah, I think I would agree on all cases. No foul. Small contact, but nothing in it.
No frustration there from Nathan Wood. I think it was Connor Evan who was on the wrong end of a Nathan Wood shoulder barge there. There's a yellow card for Nathan Wood. Who did he knock into there, was it? He loses out there.
Yeah, just left a little bit short. Yeah, he just follows through, and it's a silly one. It's a silly booking, you know. It's a silly booking where hopefully he doesn't regret that later on the game or later on the season when the toll up to 5 bookings. It's definitely one that could have been avoided.
Well, here is Rhys Griffiths. We've spoken a lot about Richard Davies. He's had quite another positive start to the season, and it's a positive performance from his team tonight.
It is, yeah. I'd say they've been the better team overall as we stand now. Like I said, Rhys has done a fantastic job. You know, the club in general, Pen-y-bont, has grew and grew and grew. Support, you know, backing, facilities, everything.
Ball played forward here. This is Adam Davies. Davies, opportunity. Well saved by Matthews. He did well, crowded out the striker. Best opportunity of the game, possibly, for Caernarfon there.
Certainly for Caernarfon, definitely for Caernarfon. I think it's just the quickness of the pitch has just caught I think it was a board centre half out, and it's just got in behind him. But I think Adam Davies has got to get a shot off a little bit earlier.
We'll see the replay in a minute. It's Connor Roberts that clears downfield, and it's Connor Evans who gets there first, but Kirchhoff gets a foot on it, clears downfield. Much better second half, Craig, isn't it?
Yeah, much better, yeah. Both teams have had two good opportunities in the second half. There wasn't much in the first half whatsoever, but better sustained pressure, better opportunities. Be interesting to see that replay. Here we are. Yeah, I think he should get his shot off before he comes back inside, personally.
He had time, didn't he? There?
But you know, Kirchhoff's got across really well and put him off. The goalkeeper's come out and got in his eye line. But I think Adam Davies, looking back, probably should have got his shot off with his left foot instead of trying to come back in on his stronger right.
Miles Davies crosses. Oh, that was a clever piece of play by James Crawley. He held the ball up really well, inviting the run by Miles Davies, but his cross a little behind the two attackers. Connor Evans grows to ground under the tackle from Clayton Green. Green, his 200th appearance in the Welsh Premier League this evening.
Yeah. Just again a bit more physical contact. It's not a foul for me at all. Just coming together with two players. Second half certainly more lively than the first half. Like I said, I think conditions wind-wise has died down, played a huge part in it. Both teams having good opportunities.
And that's good play by Noah Daly, putting pressure on the defender, and a referee on hand to award a corner.
Yeah, it's a positive, that, you know, something that I think Rhys installs in his forward players. Daly, you know, Kroll, they could chase every ball down and put everyone under pressure. Both willing runners, and this is what happens from it. If they score a goal from it, you know, it was really well done. Good play. We talk about good technical play, but to get a corner out of nothing could create opportunity for your team, especially on a day like today where it could be a set play or a mistake that wins you the game.
Hour played here at the wet and windy Maestee, where the wind might have relented, but it's still absolutely lashing down. Nathan Wood curls it in. Ball free in the 6-yard box. Caernarfon clear. Kane Owen comes for it. It's lifted high. It's an important header by Clayton Green. He releases Miles Davies. Davies floats it in. Opportunity here. Oh, it's a super save by Connor Roberts.
Great save. Fantastic save.
Fantastic save.
Shows all his quality. Second phase. It's a great ball in by Miles Davies. Yeah. Is that James Kroll? No, it wasn't. Was it Chris Venables? Was it? Was it Venables? Yes, it was. Was it? Or was it? No. I'm not too sure who it was. But it's a fantastic ball in. Attacked it really well. But the second phase again for Pen-y-bont.
Daly! Oh! Rifles it past Connor Roberts. And Pen-y-bont deservedly lead here at Maestee. Well, the ball was half cleared, but it's Noah Daly who picked it up. And he is really on fire at the moment. That's 6 goals in 6 games for the man stepping up from the Cymru South. What a strike by Noah Daly.
Caernarfon. It's the second phase.
One.
Yeah, he steps past, is it? I think it's Adam Davies on the edge of the box who tries to defend it. he dummies him as if he's going to shoot, steps past him. Adam Davies commits himself, and then it's a great finish, great touch. It's second phase of a set play. Again, it just previously happened before with a header from Connor Roberts who saves. Corner come in, defended the first bit, second phase come in. Adam Davies just needs to stand up there. Too easy to go past on the edge of the box there. Too easy. I'm not too sure. Are they looking for a foul in there? Maybe. There's a couple of Caernarfon players complaining to the referee.
Well, it's been a super start to his Cymru Premier career for Noah Daly. 6 goals in 6 games, a hat-trick against Barry, 2 against Flint last week. And a great goal this evening.
Took it really
2
well.
feet off the ground, super technique.
Took it really well. The ball comes out to him, fades to shoot on the edge of the box, steps past Adam Davies and strikes it really well. Makes really good contact. As we spoke about the weather, how wet the pitch is, it comes off the surface really quickly and it's in the back of the net before you know it. Don't think Connor Roberts had an opportunity to save it.
Well, we spoke a bit earlier about Noah Daly and his potential. I think it was 24 goals in 28 games he scored for Carmarthen last season. I had the pleasure of seeing him on a number of occasions. You knew that he could step up into this type of football, and even Newport County had taken a look at him in pre-season. Craig, it's not surprising that he's had such a wonderful start.
Not at all. He's proven that he can play at this level and score goals at this level. You know, it's a fantastic start, and you've got to remember as well, I think he was suspended for the first 2 or 3 games of the season.
That's right.
So he's done very, very well.
So Pen-y-bont lead here then. They're defending an unbeaten away record, and of course Caernarfon unbeaten so far this season and have now fallen behind in their last 5 matches.
There'll be some belief still there. You know, they've proved they can do it. There's no reason why they can't again. But Pen-y-bont, you know, as we stand here now, I think Pen-y-bont have slightly shaded it. This was the first one, second phase of a corner in.
It was Daly again, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It's a great save by Connor from Daly.
It really is a threat in the air, and
it goes out for another corner there. They put the corner in, then the second phase, and Daly steps past Adam Davies on the edge of the box and strikes a lovely ball in the bottom corner.
Well, Connor Roberts will be really frustrated because he made that excellent save from the original header. It takes something special to beat your former goalkeeper, Craig, and it was an excellent and a superb strike from Daly.
It was a very clean, great, crisp strike.
Well, here come Caernarfon looking to strike back. This is Connor Evans. He keeps the ball in well, but there is Ash Baker tidying up edge of the box.
Ash Baker, being a defender, gets himself in a position where he's defending the box. Natural defender. You look at Green and Baker, both more natural defenders. Saying early on in the game that it gives the opportunity for the front four. I think the front four have been brilliant. You know, Wood, Kroll, and Daly.
Ever so hard, didn't they, in the first half? Defensively into Hassel, and there they are again.
Again, winning the ball back, both of them.
Gossett to Matty Jones. Again, 2 players in blue around the Caernarfon player. Caernarfon do well to hold on to possession, looking to strike back, looking to defend this unbeaten record that they have. 17 points from 7 games. At the top of the league, and that's a free kick, and it is a yellow card against your player.
I'm not too sure it's a yellow card either. I'm not too sure Lockie's got that in him, to be honest. But he'd be I think it's more frustration than anything else. He gives the ball away and then tries to get it back, and you know, it's certainly not a yellow card for me. Certainly not.
Yellow for Josh Locke, the foul on Noah Daly.
I just think Caernarfon need to have a little bit more composure and get some passes in as well. Obviously Abadaki's going to be getting warmed up. He's a real threat off the side with pace and direct. I think it'll be sooner rather than later that Rich will get him on.
All played forward towards Nathan Wood. Wood still there, and there is a foul.
Good defending.
Yeah,
really good defending.
Strong defending, wasn't
Morgan and Sears, good defending, both of them. They say though that them front three again: Kroll, Daly, Wood. Second phase for Wood, keeps it alive, keeps him under pressure. Be disappointed to give a cheap foul away there though.
Ball played forward, but cut out by Caernarfon, behind by a goal to nil.
There's plenty of time left. There's good 20-25 minutes left. I think Caernarfon just need to get a couple of passes together and a little bit of sustained pressure and look after the ball a little bit more. Certainly Pen-y-bont are definitely on their front foot in the ascendancy at this moment in time.
Lewis to Morgan Owen. Owen, that's an excellent pass to Connor Evans. 3 waiting for the cross in towards Adam Davies. It ricochets out for another corner.
Good defending by B. Borges. Yeah, really good defending. It's a great little slip down the side for Connor Evans. Yes, he cut back. We spoke about it earlier on. It's a cut back from there, definitely. Cut back or a dink over the top, keep it alive. Cut back. Borges has got himself in the way. Good defending, brave defending.
Corner for Caernarfon, and it's Matty Jones, and he curls it in right under the bar, and he's fortunate that the ball ricochets back into his hands. Archie Matthews, super ball in by Matty Jones. Caernarfon players trying to crowd out the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it is. It's a great ball in by Matty Jones, puts him under pressure, get all around the goalkeeper. It's just, I don't think Adam Davies knows much about it to the last minute. It's just a really reactive, hits him on the head more than he heads the ball.
Again, the ball played forward, looking for Connor Evans.
He's been a real threat down this right-hand side, the second half, Connor Evans, he has. He's done very, very well.
Morgan Owen floats it in, it's difficult as it swirls around. Archie Matthews catches it confidently. He's
struggling a little bit though, Connor Evans. I'm not too sure how much football he's played, but it'll be a straight swap if they do for Abadaki, if that's the case.
That's right, yeah.
Which as a full-back you don't really want Abadaki coming on. It looks like he's just got cramp. He's not played an awful lot of minutes, Connor, so it just looks like it's cramp.
Super Rugby. It's Pen-y-bont against Aberavon on Thursday evening at 7:15 live on Scorio. He's holding the back of his hamstring there. I don't know if he's pulled something. That would be a real disaster for Caernarfon if he has, having lost Zach Clark as well.
It would be. Looking at it, I think it's more like cramp. He didn't pull up when he was running. It just looks like.
Here's the goal again, Craig.
Yeah, like I said, great composure. Dummies. Yeah, on the edge of the box and strikes it in from a tight angle as well.
It gets better every time you see the touch.
Yeah. I know Adam Davies is an attacker, but I think from defensive point of view, he commits himself there instead of standing up. He steps past him, and then the power takes it through. It's a great strike, fantastic strike.
I think Connor would be disappointed he's beaten by his knee.
I think for me, I think it's a fallacy for me for goalkeepers. When you hit at that pace, he's 9 yards out. He's hit it so clean and true. Then whether it's front post or back post, high or low, if he's hitting at that pace, then it's really tough for goal. Certainly in this conditions as well.
There'll be a drop ball when we restart with Archie Matthews, and the second half has flown by. Only 18 minutes to play.
Been a lot better second half, like we've referred to earlier. I think the conditions have played a huge part in that. The wind has definitely calmed down a lot. Here we go, Abadaki's coming on. I'd imagine it'd be for Connor Evans as well.
Yeah, Osebi Abadaki, the former Bala Town forward.
very direct.
Yes.
Pace. He'll hug the touchline. He'll play wide, out and out winger. Very dangerous, certainly in the latter stages of games when defenders are fatigued on a really tough day like today. You know, I've played left back myself, and I wouldn't want someone of his pace and directness coming on with 15-20 minutes left.
Yeah, and Connor Evans was perhaps getting the better of Kane Owen as it was. And
Kane Owen's got lots of experience though.
Oh, great skill by Nathan Wood to keep the ball in play. And he gets a cross in as well and wins a corner. Well, that's super play under the conditions,
it is,
isn't
definitely.
it?
Great bit of skill. Yeah, a little lift over Morgan's head and gets down to the byline and gets a cross in. I think the defender will be a little bit disappointed that he's given a corner away with that.
Confirmation of the first substitution of the evening. Osebi Abadaki on for Connor Evans. Abadaki has 1 goal this season, and that was against his former club Bala.
It'll certainly be interesting. It'll be a good competition between him and Kane Owen.
In it comes, and Connor Roberts grabs the ball out of the darkening sky. Oh, and there's a push on him there.
So it's a Caernarfon header, isn't it? I think it's Ryan Sears, is it? Ryan Sears heads the ball towards his own goal. Like you said, the tricky conditions.
I think there was a push there by James Crawl, and he will see yellow as well.
I think Rhys will be very, very frustrated with that. I think I'm a big fan of James Crawl. He's a fantastic player. You don't want to take the edge off him because he has got an edge. He plays with edge. Yeah. But he'd be disappointed with racking up a yellow card for that. Yeah. There'll be somewhere down the line where he'll get a suspension. And looking back in,
he's already had one because he had a red card in the opening game of the season away at Haverfordwest. So he's missed, and that's, I think, maybe has an impact on his, well, particularly his goal scoring ability, because he's just had the 1 goal so far this season. But here is Wood, almost as if he needs one to get his confidence back. Wood crosses towards the far post. Here comes Miles Davies.
Just looked like Connor Roberts lost it in the lights there. Yeah. It's, again, you know, speaking of Nathan Wood, he's got fantastic talent. 1v1 goes past.
Here's Daly again, skips past the defender. Here comes the shot. Low and hard and well saved again by Connor Roberts, but every time Daly gets the ball, it's danger for Caernarfon.
He's playing with a real confidence, isn't he? You know, you look at his centre forward there that wants to get a shot off a goal. Nothing else in his mind. As soon as he gets the ball 40 yards out, he's going to try to get towards goal and get a shot off. And Connor makes it's a standard save for Connor Roberts. Yeah.
He's so confident at the moment, isn't he? Ball to feet. His first thought is to go past the defender and get a shot away.
Yeah, it is. You know, him and James Crawl are very similar. That makes them so dangerous. They're very direct, and you know, they want to get to goal as quick as possible, take people on, run in behind, powerful, get the strikes off at goal. Like you said, clearly he's playing with confidence. I think it will help him and James Crawl that Rhys was a top striker as well. They'll obviously be learning a hell of a lot from Rhys Griffiths.
Roberts clears. Again, Clayton Green holding things together in midfield. Always making himself available. Clayton Green turns away from the opposition, crosses dangerously, and again, Pen-y-bont win an important corner.
Again, I'm not too sure it's a cross across the front of the post. I think it's got to be a cutback or a stand-up. You've got a lot of traffic in there. You've got your goalkeeper in there. It's going to get cut out. So the defender should be in there to block it, which he is. It's happened on numerous occasions where I think it's got to be a pick out with a cutback or a little lift to the back post.
Yeah, he's having a super game. His 200th in the Welsh Premier League. Clayton Green, so critical to the way Pen-y-bont perform. In comes the corner, half cleared. Pen-y-bont are able to recycle. They get the ball first. Kane Owen sweeps it in, and who's there? Venables. This time he gives the ball away. Ball is played long. It's comfortable for Ash Baker.
Yeah, I'm sure Rich wants him to put a few more passes together. You know, the ball's turned over too quickly for Caernarfon. Pen-y-bont are very good at on the turnover. They've got real threat with their front four.
Daly again, and he doubles the lead for Pen-y-bont. 2 for Daly, 2 for Pen-y-bont, and now there's daylight between themselves and the team that were at the top of the league. It's Caernarfon 0, Pen-y-bont 2, and it's Noah Daly, the star of the show.
Yeah, it's a great finish. Like, you know, it's about confidence, but I think it'd be the first, the second. He gets between the fullback and the centre half. Just obviously we see the setup early on where Noah Daly was playing off the right, but he's not. He's drifted right across the front line. He comes across in the left channel in there, and great little bit of skill there. Kirkhoff, was it? Yeah, great little bit of skill. Yeah. Little back heeling sets him.
And you always ask the question, what is Gabriel Kirkhoff doing there?
Yeah, real talent, young player, real talent. But, you know, he's drifted across into the left channel, and Caernarfon are not been to deal with him. Great set by Kirkhoff in a confident finish.
It was a wonderfully crafted goal by Pen-y-bont, because, as you say, you know, I think Ash Baker was filling in for Kirkhoff at the back originally, and when the ball was played forward, we then had Kirkhoff in an advanced position, and what a touch by him.
It's a great bit of composure and bit of skill, but again, it's come from Caernarfon giving the ball away quite cheaply, being direct and not having any build-up playing. And everything stretched, the whole game stretched, and what you don't want is a game stretched when you're playing against Wood, Kroll and Daly. That's certainly not what you want, certainly what I wouldn't want personally. They're so dangerous, as is proved.
Well, he's got 7 goals now, and he's equal with Adam Davies and Jordan Williams at the top of the goal scoring chart. There was a substitution there. Ash Baker has gone off, and Clay is on. Jack Clay, the former Cardiff Met player, but you can see Kirkhoff there in shot, and he's in shot for a reason, for that wonderful touch.
Yeah, a great bit of composure, a great bit of skill. You know, obviously Ash Baker's come off to save Ash Baker. You know, you've got 3 games this week. Everyone's got 3 games this week. And with Ash Baker, he's done fantastically well at Pen-y-bont. You know, he's been managed really well by Griff. He's not missed a game. So, you know, part-time looks like it's suiting Ash Baker a little bit more than full-time was. Just doesn't take its toll on your body as much as what it is, and obviously Griff's managing him really well. The load of Ash Baker, so you're getting him off to give him a rest. They're ready to go again on Tuesday.
Well, this is the first opportunity for substitute Abadaki. Abadaki crosses. A flying header to clear.
Again, the Pen-y-bont get a free kick at almost a lost cause, but James Kroll gets himself in front of Ryan Sears and wins a free kick out of it and takes a bit of pressure off his team.
And it's Josh Locke, the player on loan from the New Saints. Well, both New Saints loanees are substituted here, and possibly we just haven't seen enough of those two players in yellow for Caernarfon this evening. As you said, Craig, they haven't really got them on the ball.
They haven't got into the game whatsoever in dangerous areas. So, you know, it's been really frustrating. I'd imagine Rich is really frustrating, like you said, getting the... But I think the build-up play to it, they've not got 3 or 4 passes to get them on the ball. Obviously, the conditions have played a huge part in that.
Nathan Wood didn't quite catch that through to Connor Roberts. Oshan Ellis and Sam Downey are the 2 men that are on for Locke and Bradley. It looks a tall order now for Richard Davies' side.
Yeah, Pen-y-bont they're a well-organised team. They're defensively good shape, and they've got experienced players. So, you know, with less than 10 minutes left to score 2-3 goals in that space of time, it'll be a tough ask for Caernarfon. Not saying they can't do it, because clearly they've come back from situations like this before, and they've certainly got the players for it and the ability for it. But I think they need to get a goal quite quickly if they're going to make it a tense last 5-10 minutes for Pen-y-bont.
Here is Abadaki, and the throw goes in favour of
Just a bit of a sloppy touch. It's just come off him.
I was just looking at the schedule, Craig, for the midweek games. Now you're away. You're at home to Flint, and Caernarfon are away at Connors Quay. That's a difficult game for Caernarfon after this defeat as well, with Connors Quay having beaten Haverfordwest this afternoon. Very much so. You know, Connors, we played Connors Quay a couple of weeks ago, and first half we were head and shoulders above them, but second half they had a real go, and they looked a good team. So they've obviously had a fantastic result today, and it's going to be a tough place to go to. Yeah. But then I'd imagine Rich would want a tough game on the back of it to bounce back. Yeah. Pen-y-bont away at Cardiff Met, never an easy place to go. You got the 3 points there on Friday. Yeah, it is. It's been a bit of they've had a bit of a curse or sign on Pen-y-bont, haven't they? They've got some good results there lately, so it's going to be tough. But then that's what we want. You know, every game so competitive, so difficult to achieve a win. As Pen-y-bont travelled north today, half an opportunity there for Adam Davies. Miles Davies is there, but he's short, and Adam Davies gets the goal back, and it's not all over. Craig Harrison. Caernarfon are back in the game. A mistake, uncharacteristic one by Miles Davies. Left Archie Matthews short, and Adam Davies gets his 8th goal of the season. It's Caernarfon 1, Pen-y-bont 2. Yeah, it's a mistake, isn't it? Yeah, he's just left it a little bit short. These conditions, like I said, it's really tough. We spoke about it earlier. And yeah, he's just anticipated Adam Davies. It's a great finish. Keeper comes rushing out, just a little bit short from Miles Davies. I'm not too sure if he knows how close Adam Davies is, and he's just nicked it past the goalkeeper to put a bit of pressure on Pen-y-bont for the last 10 minutes. Well, we spoke about Caernarfon having conceded first in 5 games. They came back from 2 goals down last week against Britain Ferry, and they've still got 6 minutes plus injury time to save a point here. Yeah, you look at it, there's probably going to be 10 all in all, so they've got an opportunity to actually get back in the game. We spoke about it earlier as well with these conditions, a possible mistake to goals. Yes, it's a great opportunity now, the momentum. At the time, Pen-y-bont were well in control of the game. It's amazing, the goal changes games, and I'd imagine Caernarfon will get on their front foot now and ask the question for the last 7-8 minutes of the game. It was a brave strike from Adam Davies as well, going 50-50 with Archie Matthews. Yeah, it was. He got in there. He's nipped in there, and he's got to pass the goalkeeper. You maybe think the goalkeeper could have probably been a bit stronger coming out, but you know, I'm not too sure Miles Davies has realised where Adam Davies was that close to him, and unfortunately it's a little bit short, but he's read it really well, Adam Davies, and it's a striker's instinct, expecting the mistakes and the what ifs, and he's got his rewards for it. That's right. That's 8 goals in 8 games for Adam Davies, probably in the best form that he's shown since he was at Airbus, and he had that unfortunate leg break. Yeah, he did. He had a really bad injury. You know, a really bad injury. I remember speaking to him at the time. I had a similar one. Mine was a little bit worse because mine was a compound fracture as well. But yeah, Adam's done fantastically well to recover from that and score the goals he has. Well, Caernarfon 1, Pen-y-bont 2. The rain has been unrelenting all evening. Fortunately, the wind quietened down in the second half, and it's meant we've seen much better play, a really entertaining second half, Craig. Yeah. And here comes young Caernarfon through Downey. Been a lot better quality the second half, yeah. Like you said, the wind's played a huge part in that. Caernarfon have had a little bit more of the ball. I think Pen-y-bont would probably just want to see this game out now. If it finishes 2-1 to Pen-y-bont, it's a great result for them. Not losing the game here, Caernarfon all season, starting so well, and then for Pen-y-bont to come here and win, it'd be a great result for them. The good news for you, enough experience to see the game out, I'd imagine. Pen-y-bont. The good news for you, Craig, is if Caernarfon do lose this game and they lose by this score, you will in fact go top of the league, because I've just called it out. And by 1 goal, as long as we're top of the league, top of the league. As long as we're top of the league after 32 games, all that matters. Yeah, match day 8, so a quarter of the season played after this evening's or this sequence of fixtures. Full fixture list on Tuesday evening. And you've got a busy week as well, haven't you? Playing Tuesday and Friday.
Yes, we do, yeah. It's 3 games in 7 days. Obviously, we played last night, so we've got an extra day recovery on Flint, who played today. And then Bala played last night and played Tuesday as well.
Pen-y-bont taking their time into the last 2 minutes of the 90. They lead by 2 goals to 1. 2 wonderful finishes by Noah Daly, taking his total for the season to 7. Just seen how sharp he can be in front of goal, as is Adam Davies. Hasn't had many opportunities this evening, but poached his 8th of the season to bring Caernarfon back into the game.
Yeah, it was typical striker, expecting a mistake to be made.
Long ball looking for Adam Davies. Good play by Iwan Lewis. Finds Gossett. Gossett keeps possession, harried by the Pen-y-bont midfielders. Cross comes Kirkhoff again. Wonderful touch by the young man. They work their way well upfield. That was clever play, wasn't it, from the back?
Good composure, really good composure. With only 3 or 4 minutes left, you know, quite easily to lash at it and give a throw in or give the ball back to Caernarfon, but they worked it up the pitch.
Lovely touch there by Gossett to find Abadaki, and he wins the throw.
Caernarfon's done really well against Abadaki when he's come on, because you expect Abadaki to be a real threat.
An opportunity here of a long throw. Is it Matty Jones that's gone over to take it? Caernarfon faithful, trying to raise their troops for a final effort to force an equaliser. They
Chris
want to call
again.
Yes,
Chris Venables again.
And we haven't spoken much about Venables in the second half, but he goes about his business, doesn't he? So quietly and efficiently, to this time helping out in defence.
Yeah, he's just got the knack of being in the right place at the right time, defensively and attacking. That goes with lots of experience and an extremely intelligent footballer.
Well, we've played the 90, and there is confirmation. 4 minutes to play. Caernarfon still have the opportunity of perhaps earning a point here. A wall of 6 players in blue across the Pen-y-bont defence. The ball spread wide, headed clear by Miles Davis. In it comes again, Kirkhoff clears. This is Adam Davies. Davies for the equaliser. Oh, he scored, but it's offside. Oh, total frustration for Caernarfon's players and supporters.
Yeah, it was close, it was definitely close, but yeah, I'd like to see it again, but it was close. As soon as he went through, I thought he was offside. Yeah, I don't know who is it. Mal Davis on the full back, I think. Maybe keeping him on.
Well,
I'm not too sure.
There was not much in it.
Nah, there wasn't.
Well, we spoke earlier on about VAR, Craig, and they would certainly have been looking at that when it comes in.
It would have been very, very close. Yeah, very close.
Minute and a half of the 4.
Finished it well as well. I think that's just the frustration of Adam Davies. I think he's been booked because of the complaint. I think.
Just see. Oh, it's extremely close. It's a yellow card, I think, for Chris Venables for protesting. Oof.
That was
doing any part of the game there. It's depending on you for your first touch. Caernarfon 1, Pen-y-bont 2. 2 minutes left for Caernarfon to win a point and to keep their unbeaten record going. Connor Roberts. Low into the feet. This is Jones. Jones under pressure again. Good pressure by the Pen-y-bont forwards. Anywhere will do now for Rhys Griffiths' men. Downfield it goes. This is Nathan Wood. Wood with Caernarfon slightly open now, committed to attack.
Yeah, they've got nothing to lose now. They've got nothing to lose. They've got to pile forward and try to get that equaliser. They might as well get beat 3-1 than 2-1 and get the opportunity maybe to get equaliser.
The free kick is awarded, and it goes in favour of Caernarfon. Clayton Green sliding in here.
Yeah, he's a little bit late. A little bit late.
Foul on Caernarfon scorer Adam Davies. One last effort perhaps for Caernarfon.
Yes, I think they'd have to get in the box and ask the question. Definitely, certainly, it would be a really important last opportunity. Needs some quality in there.
30 seconds to play. Morgan Owen.
Second contact so important. Again, spoke about Chris Venables.
Davies and Archie Matthews gets there first. There was half an opportunity there for Adam Davies.
It was, yeah, but again, we're speaking about Chris Venables is making the first contact and defending the free kick.
Noah Daly is named player of the match by Malcolm Allen. No surprise there, Craig.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would argue with that one.
Ball spread wide towards Aberdaki, but unfortunately the ball skidded away from him there. Difficult to control, and there is the final whistle. Caernarfon lose for the first time this season. A double by Noah Daly in the second half. Wins the points for Rhys Griffiths' men. A consolation for Adam Davies, but an important win, Craig.
Yeah, it's a very good win. Obviously Rhys will be really pleased with it. Rich will be really disappointed. I think probably overall on opportunities, I think Pen-y-bont just shaded it with opportunities they had, and there's obviously dubious at the end there with the offside goal. Is it offside? Is it not? It's going to be very, very close, but probably Pen-y-bont just shaded it over the whole game.
Well, pleasure to have you this evening, Craig. Thank you very much for your support on what was a difficult evening in difficult conditions, but it's the 3 points for Pen-y-bont, and they increase their points tally. They're on to 16, a point behind Caernarfon, and the new Saints, Craig Harris and his team, back on top of the Cymru Premier. A full schedule to come on Tuesday evening, where Sgorio have the Haverfordwest versus Barry game live. But it's all about Pen-y-bont this evening, and Noah Daly. It was Noah's Ark we needed here this evening because of all the rain that we've had. But it's Pen-y-bont that celebrate, and it's Noah Daly's double.
Dyna ni golygfeydd gwych am y seren y gêm gyda ni Noah Daly fan hyn, man of the match as well. Some result for Pen-y-bont tonight, Noah.
It's a massive result. We know it was always going to be a tough place to come, and the conditions didn't help one bit, but we got the job done, thankfully.
And you as well, more goals. How much did you enjoy that?
Loved it. Those are the type of wins you love. You love winning them games.
Yeah, it felt very close out there. How big a factor was the weather?
Oh, massive. We came here with a game plan because of the conditions, and we executed it brilliantly, so it was brilliant.
You felt Pen-y-bont were on top, but it was still 0-0, and then 2 strikes from you, 2 nice goals. You must have enjoyed them.
Oh, I loved them, especially in these conditions. Loved them.
Yeah, the second one as well, especially. Some lovely link-up play. Were you shouting for it back from Gabe Kirkhope?
Always. I never let my centre-half shoot from there while I'm behind him.
How much are you enjoying your time at Pen-y-bont then?
Loving it. The boys have been amazing since I came in, and just loving every minute.
How much does it feel like a step up? It doesn't look like much of a step up for you, but it must be opposition and stuff. But the goals are flying in. Yeah. Does it feel like a step up?
It does. It always will. But I feel like I've settled in well with the boys, and it's always helped with the gaffer as well. He's been brilliant since I came in. So.
Yeah, it feels like a crucial 3 points as well. More games coming Tuesday night, thick and fast at the minute.
Yeah, they're coming thick and fast. Hopefully pick up another 3 points and keep kicking on.
Brilliant. Mum and Dad were here as well, I saw.
They made the long journey over, but thanks for coming in.
Brilliant. Hey, thanks very much for your time. We'll let you get in and try and get dry. Noah, congratulations. Man of the match tonight. Big goals. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Lovely. Diolch yn fawr iawn fe am ei amser. Gwych cael sgwrs gyda Noah fan yna. A dyma gan y niader penwythnos i chi, cadarnhad o rheini. Pen-y-bont i cipio'r fuddugoliaeth, y Seintiau Newydd yn ennill neithiwr hefyd. Pwynt cyntaf tymor i Lanelli. Mae hwnna'n teimlo fel rhywbeth arwydd o cael iddyn nhw, allan nhw adeiladu ar hynny. Maen nhw dal i fod yn bell tu ôl, fel allwch chi weld. Holford yn cael amser anodd. Byddwn ni fyw yn Holford nos Fawrth yn ebyn y Bari. A drychwch pwy sydd ar y brig ar ôl hwnna i gyd. Y Seintiau Newydd ar y brig, ond dim ond o wahaniaeth goliau. Pwynt yn gwahania'r tri ucha, a mae Richard Davies yn ymuno gyda ni nawr, rheolwr Caernarfon. Diolch am dy amser, Rich, rheolwr siomedig Caernarfon, gai o grymu?
Ia, dwi'n meddwl bod ni wedi controlio'r gêm. A mae gêm efo mae'r tywydd, fel ydych chi'n gwybod, mae'r conditions yn horrific. So mae'n anodd i'r ddau dîm. Dwi'n meddwl bod yna llawer o clear chances wedi bod i'r ddau dîm, a wedyn maen nhw wedi cael unwaith eto, decision gwael i roed, dwi'n meddwl, corner iddyn nhw, lle di byth yn corner. Mae'n siŵr gai apology arall am hwnna fori. Ond, ia, just huffed and puffed, a wedyn, just dod ddim yna heddiw.
Wedi bod yn ildio gyntaf yn y goliau diwetha hefyd, oedd falle, dim bod y canlyniad wedi bod ar y ffordd, oedd yna rwyddion falle yn y gemau diwetha, bod chi yn ildio gormod?
Wrach, digon posib, ar rhywbeth da ni wedi drafod fewnol, ond eto ni'n meddwl bod wedi defendio rili da heddiw. Gathen nhw'n llawer o chances, so dwi'n meddwl bod y defence yn gwneud i job heddiw, ond dwi'n am llawer rhwng y ddau dîm, a mae'n dod lawr wedyn i moments, a maen nhw wedi cael nhw, a wedyn, o'n i'n meddwl bod ni wedi sgorio yn diwedd o fanna, ond mae rhywun dweud fi bod fe offside, so, ie.
Ni wedi bod yn edrych, mae'n edrych fel bod yn cam sef, mae'n mor agos, a fel chi'n gweud, falle yr eiliadau yna, yr eiliadau bach na yw'r gwahaniaeth ar noson fel hyn.
Ia, wel, mae Linsman yn gweld hwnna offside, a wedyn di Linsman ochr arall yn gweld ti'n rhaid y gig gornel, so, ia, fel mae'n mynd weithio.
Mae'n bod yn dechrau yn hygol i'r tymor, colli am y tro cyntaf, pa mor boenus yw colli am y tro cyntaf?
Oedd ni'n mynd i golli ar ryw bwynt, doedden ni byth yn mynd i'r drwy tymor heb golli. Mae y ffordd o'n i'n ymateb ond un beth da di ma, cei Cona wan dim mawrth. So fe oedd o'n jans i ni i gobeithio mynd yn ôl a trio mynd yn ôl a curo games eto.
Ie, y gem yn dod yn gyflym ar hyn o bryd, cyfle i dar yn ôl mwy na lai yn syth.
Ie, a dyna, da ni isio. Da ni wedi bod yn ffantastig o'r arau ni gofio beth da ni wedi bod yn neud o dda. Allan ni'n mynd i fewn i'n cracan nhw bod ni jyst i colli yn gêm. Mae Iwan yn mynd yn ôl, fa trio cael 3 pwynt eto nos Fawrth a car ymlaen am fan wedyn.
A ceisio sychu cyn nos Fawrth, mae'n siŵr?
Ie, eisiau golchi'n gyntaf yn bydol.
Diolch am dy amser, gwerthfawrogi hynny yn fawr. Richard Davies gyda ni, diolch yn fawr iawn iddo fe. Wastad yn barod i siarad, ond ar ôl noson fel yna yn colli. Anodd dros ben yn amlwg. Dyma beth sydd i ddod, byddwn ni yn Holford nos Fawrth. Edrych mlaen i fod gyda chi. Holford yn erbyn y Bari. Fydd honna sgorio gyda chi drwy gydol y tymor. Eich bwyntiau nos lun nesaf hefyd. Wrth gwrs, gêm fyw cyn hynny yn y Flint penwythnos nesaf. A dyna ni. Mae wedi bod bach yn lib fan hyn. Pen-y-bont i fyna i cynnyniad enfawr. Chi wybod be, diolch i'r chwaraewyr. Diolch i criw sgorio hefyd, rhywsut. Yn boes camera neu boes sain. Maen nhw wedi cadw ni fynd yn y gwynter glaw yma. Ond mae hon yn teimlo fel cynnyniad mawr iawn i Pen-y-bont. Am y tro, hwyl fawr i chi, ta-ra.